What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is your Umbrella Spear community leader, the Umbrella Roster 97 here, and I'm back here with another live stream. You have read that title. So, in today's live stream, I'll be doing an open forum. You heard it right here, folks. Today, I'm going to be doing an open forum for those who are interested of watching this live stream that I'm currently doing as of right now. So, the one thing I got to say is this: let me go ahead and get the party started. So I'm going to be activating my live chat. Okay, so just give me 1 second so that way I can actually try to activate my live chat. Okay, there we go. That should be able to do the trick. So hopefully there's going to be some people who will happen to make an appearance in the live chat because this is an open forum that I will be doing though. Yep. But anyways, hopefully that there will be some people who will happen to make an appearance, but that's entirely up to them, of course. So that's the one thing that I'm gonna be saying as of right now. So yeah. But anyways, other than that, I have some things that I'm gonna be addressing though, but I want to make sure if some people are, are fully aware about what's gonna be, going on and stuff like that. But I just want to make sure if there are gonna be, some people who happen to make an appearance though. Because this is a live stream that, well, obviously I'm doing one as of right now. But what I'm actually trying to say though is there is one thing that has been catching my attention, but I just want to make sure that people are going to make an appearance before I actually address it because today was actually a, you could say, a pretty interesting day. Yes, a pretty interesting day if I do say so myself. But I just want to make sure that people are going to be saying their piece, of course. Well, all I can really say as of right now is yes, I will let people be saying their piece in the live chat. But what I'm actually trying to say as of right now is there is, at least some things that I'm going to be addressing, though, especially in regards to what just happened today. Yep. All I can really say as of right now is I could address it, though, but I just want to make sure that, people are going to be in the live chat before I actually, address it. Yep. But anyways, if there are going to be some people who happen to make an appearance in the live chat, all I can really say as of right now is hopefully that people are just going to be having a good day so far. But I can't really, predict if there's going to be like a lot of people in the live chat, but it just would mean, a lot if there are going to be some people who happen to be, saying their piece, of course. Yep. So I could address about what's been, going on and stuff like that. And you could say that something interesting just happened to this community. But again, I will be addressing it though, but I just want to make sure if people are going to be making appearance in the live chat, of course. But if some people are just busy with their own personal lives, I can fully understand that. But all I can really say as of right now is I want to say my piece as of right now, but I just want to make sure that people actually are going to be in the live chat, so that way I can finally say whatever that I need to say. So that's the one thing that I want to say going forward. But anyways, all I can really say as of right now is I'm just gonna be just waiting just to make sure that people will make an appearance in the live chat. But you know, if they're busy, then they're just busy. But if there are some people that are actually watching this live stream, then all I can really say as of right now is hopefully that people are just, enjoying their day so far. So that's the one thing that I'm gonna be saying though. So yeah. But you know me, I usually like to wait for people who will happen to make an appearance in the live chat. But I just want to make sure that, people are just gonna be, saying their piece, of course. But yeah. I mean, I'm not quite sure what I can talk about as of right now because, normally if there's some people in the live chat, then I could just talk about, some random topic and stuff like that. But, I'm just gonna be just waiting just to make sure if, if there are gonna be some people who happen to make an appearance, of course. Yep. But all I can really say as of right now is if there are gonna be some people who happen to make an appearance, then All I can really say as of right now is I'm just hoping that they actually, enjoy their days so far. I mean, for me personally, I guess you could say that I had an okay day, but in reality, I actually did had a good day, of course. I mean, let's be honest about this. I mean, usually when we have to deal with mornings, it could be okay, but then later in the day, it eventually becomes good. It just depends on what kind of day that, you actually experience. I mean, think about it like this. If a day doesn't turn out to be good and, if it eventually becomes bad, then, there are just better days that can come in the future. So that's the point that I'm actually trying to make though as of right now. Yep. But anyways, other than that, I just want to go on ahead and just wait, patiently just to make sure if there are going to be some people who happen to make an appearance in the live chat. But at the same time, I mean, I could just talk about some other things though, but I'm still just gonna just wait for some people who happen to be saying their piece, of course. Yep. But one thing that I would appreciate, this is one thing that I'm going to be saying though, as of right now, is if members in this community can actually, say whatever that they want to say, then I will be saying my piece, and then the people in the live chat will be saying their piece, of course. But sadly, though, I don't really see a lot of people though, and it's a bit unfortunate. For what reason, I have no idea. But I'm actually doing everything I can just to make sure I do these types of live streams because I know for a fact that this community that I'm in right now, they actually do enjoy these types of live streams that, well, obviously the ones that I'm actually doing though. But at the same time, I want to focus on these types of live streams. What I meant to say is these are the type of live streams that I actually want to be, doing. I mean, what can I say? I mean, yeah. But anyways, regardless, I'm just gonna just wait for some people to be saying their piece, of course, because live streams for me become fun if you know people in the live chat can actually say whatever that they want to say, though. Yep. But one thing that is for certain though is I'm just gonna be just waiting, patiently, just to make sure that people can actually say their piece, though, of course. But if they're actually busy with their personal lives as of right now, then I can't really say anything about that. But I can at least try to let some people know that I'm actually doing a live stream though. So, and if they want to say their actual piece though, then they are more than welcome to do so. Because for me personally, I just want to make sure that I do these types of live streams and stuff like that. I mean, all I can really say as of right now is I'm still gonna be like doing this live stream, of course, but at the same time, live streams are not fun if there's not gonna be a lot of people who will be in the live chat, of course. But at the same time, I'm just gonna be just giving it some time because if some people are just busy as of right now, then the best thing to do is just be patient. But if there's not gonna be like you know no people in the live chat, then all I can really say as of right now is I don't think there's a point to continue if there's literally not gonna be like no people in the live chat. But regardless, I'm just gonna be just waiting patiently just to make sure. I do believe that some people are just watching, but at the same time, they're not really commenting as of right now. For what reason, I have no idea, of course. But at the same time, for me personally, I'm just gonna be just waiting, patiently, just to make sure because I want to say my piece on this, and then and if people can happen to make an appearance in the live chat, then I'll let them say whatever that they want to say. But I'm gonna see if I can try to let people know that. Wait, hold on, just give me 1 second, really quick. All I can really say right now is this. I'm just really hoping that, they'll be able to say whatever that they actually want to be saying. Yep. But the one thing that I want to say though, as of right now, is to the people that are trying to watch this live stream, you people can just try to comment in the live chat. I mean, you don't have to necessarily hesitate because, I actually allow people whatever that they want to be saying, of course. But one thing that is for certain though, as of right now, is These types of live streams, I'm gonna be, how do I say this? I will continue to be doing these types of live streams because, I am a member of this community. Actually, as a matter of fact, I'm more than that. I'm actually a leader of this community. That's exactly what I am. And, as a leader of this community, I have to make sure that I actually provide content because, this is actually a good thing for me to actually say whatever that I want to say, of me expressing myself, and, other members can actually say whatever that they want to say, though, of course. Yep. But at the same time, I can't really predict it. Yes, I can't really predict if the members are actually going to be, making an appearance in the live chat, but that's entirely up to them of what they actually want to be doing, though. But at the same time, I haven't heard anything all that much from, the members in this community, of course. But at the same time, if they can, if they can make an appearance in live chat, then I just would appreciate it. Yep. But at the same time, they don't have to hesitate. They can always try to reach out to me whenever that they want to. I don't think I have like their what's the word I'm looking for? Give me one second. I don't think they have me on other social media platforms, other than YouTube. But at the same time, if they ever want to say their piece, then they could just say it in the live chat. I mean, there's no need for them to hesitate. But if they happen to, be on other social media platforms, then, I wouldn't mind actually talking with them behind the scenes. Like, I honestly just wouldn't mind that whatsoever. But at the same time, if they can't seem to be doing that, and if they just want to, prefer to be on YouTube, then, that's fine. I can definitely respect their, opinions. Actually, scratch that, their decisions if they just want to be on YouTube rather than being on other social media platforms. So that's one thing that I want to say in regards to the members in this community. But if they actually want to get to know me more, I mean, they could try to be on other social media platforms besides, just YouTube. I mean, yes, I know for a fact that the members, it's up to them if they want to be in the live chat. But at the same time, I can't really force the members to be, in the live chat, of course. But if they're actually, busy with their own personal lives, then I can't really say, on their behalf. All I can really do as of right now is I can just wait patiently, and I want to make sure if they are going to make an appearance, though. But if they're just, too busy with their personal lives, then I can't really, say anything about that. But anyways, I do believe that I do see at least one person in the live chat. Okay, so let me see who is going to be my live chat right here, right now. We've got Braxton Lenny. How's it going? And as usual, I will say your famous catchphrase. Why, hello there, everybody. This is Braxton Lenny. Anyways, it's good to see you right now, Braxton Lenny. So the one thing I want to say to you right here, right now, is this. Hopefully that you are doing well for yourself. And not only that, hopefully that you are having a good day so far. But the one thing that I want to say in regards to you, Braxton, is it has been quite a while since you made an appearance in my live chat. But at the same time, since you're the first one that's actually here as of right now, Braxton, you can say whatever that you want to say as of right now because, this is actually a surprise. And if you actually want to try to let other members know that I'm actually doing this live stream, then you are more than welcome to do that, Braxton, because, I know for a fact that you are one of my most strongest subscribers / supporters, which I greatly appreciated. But at the same time, Braxton, all I can really say as of right now is you're more than welcome to say whatever that you actually want to say as of right now. All I can really say right now is this. I'm pretty sure we haven't got a chance to talk all that much on Instagram. And yes, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure that you are fully aware that I have you on Instagram. But keep this in mind, Braxton. I'm not all that active on Instagram, unfortunately, though, because for me personally, I like to be, more active on, Facebook and Discord, but mostly on Facebook. But hopefully, you can understand where I'm actually coming from. So all I can really say right now is hopefully you can understand where I'm actually coming from. But I'm pretty sure you're going to be saying your piece though in the live chat, but that's entirely up to you. Okay, let me see what Braxton Lenny going to be saying or what I believe he's going to be saying. Yep. I am good, and my day has been damn good, and been busy with lots of shit. Oh, okay then. All I can really say as of right now, Braxton, is I could definitely understand where you're coming from, but if you're actually just, dealing with your personal life, then I can fully understand where you're actually coming from. Yep. But going forward, I'm gonna see if I can, see if you're gonna be leaving more comments in the live chat. But at the same time, all I can really say as of right now is, you're in my live chat for a reason. But I just greatly appreciate that, you actually do check up with me. And well, after all, I am a leader, in this community. But anyways, going forward, I'm gonna see what you are gonna be saying or what I believe you're gonna be saying. Yep, I understands. I think what you meant to say is understand. What you mean. I don't have Facebook or Discord, but it is what it is. Yep. All I can really say as of right now, Braxton, is that's what the homie Black Sheep of the Word 98 would usually say. It is what it is. But at the same time, I'm just gonna leave it to Black Sheep of him trying to be saying that. But that's entirely up to him of what he actually wants to be, saying. Yep. But anyways, going forward, I'm gonna see if there's gonna be some more people who will happen to make an appearance in the live chat. I just want to just make sure because I just want to be allowing the members in this community to be saying whatever that they want to be saying. So that's the one thing that I want to say going forward. Okay, so let me go on ahead and see who is going to be in my live chat right here, right now. Girl, what's going on? Okay, so one thing that I want to say as of right now is it has been quite a while since you happened to make an appearance in my live chat. So I do believe it's none other than you guessed it, the one and only. Wait, hold on. I'm just trying to see if I can try to get her name right. Okay, so just give me one second because I'm actually a bit lost and I don't think I really see like the comments all that much though. I don't even know. Yep. Give me one second because I'm just trying to just catch up with some of the other members in this community. So okay, so let me see if I can try to get the name correctly because it has been quite a while. So it is Kenzie Joy 230, I believe. But anyways, all I can really say as of right now is it's actually quite a surprise that you're actually here, and it has been quite a while since you happened to make an appearance in my live chat. But anyways, all I can really say as of right now is, you know, welcome to my live chat. Well, but then again, you have made an appearance before in the past, though. But anyways, there are some things that I'm going to be addressing though because I actually had a conversation with other members in this community, of course. But the one thing that I'm going to be saying though, as of right now, is I will be addressing it in a bit. But at the same time, I just want to try to catch up with the members in the live chat before I actually say I can say what I need to be saying. So that's the one thing that I'm going to be saying. Oh, by the way, to some people in the live chat, I can actually agree that this sort of musical artist just flat out sucks, by the way. And I don't think I want to be saying his name because, what's more to say about, this, rapper? Yes, this sort of rapper, other than he's retarded, he's a mumble rapper, and all I can really say as of right now is I just can't stand mumble rap in general. I just honestly can't stand that genre whatsoever. And all I can really say as of right now is we need like better music out there. But unfortunately, the music industry, with the mainstream media, they're not going to be doing that because all we're getting these days is just, mumble rap. And for me personally, I'm just flat out sick of it. I just really am. So that's the one thing that I'm gonna be saying though as of right now because Music, the mainstream music these days suck. So all I can really say to the people in the live chat, I'm pretty sure you can actually agree where I'm coming from. So that's the one thing that I'm going to be saying though. But anyways, I happen to see at least two members in the live chat, but at the same time, if there's going to be some other members, that's entirely up to them, of course. But I can't really really speak for them. But that's entirely up to them of what they actually want to do. Yep. But anyway, to the people in the live chat, or should I say to two of these members in the live chat, or wait, isn't it? Or one or two members, whatever you want to call it. Hopefully that you people are just having a good day so far. So that's the one thing that I'm going to be saying going forward. But anyways, other than that, hopefully that you people are going to be enjoying this live stream. But if you people in the live chat want to just try to say whatever that you want to say, and if you actually just want to try to catch up with me, then you're more than welcome to actually do so, because it has been quite a while since you people happen to make an appearance though. I'm just referring to the members in the live chat, of course. At least one or two members, though, of course. So that's the one thing that I'm going to be saying going forward. Yep. But there are some things that I'm going to be addressing though, and I just would greatly appreciate if the people, or rather the members in the live chat, can just try to stay for this live stream. So I will be addressing. Yes, I will be addressing it in a bit, but at the same time, I want to try to catch up with the people, or rather the members in the live chat, of course. But anyways, let me go on ahead and see what this person going to be saying right now, or what I believe she's going to be saying. I'm eating pizza. Oh, okay then. All I can really say as of right now. Wait, give me 1 second, because sometimes I can forget the name every now and then. So just give me 1 second, because I want to make sure that I can try to get the name right. Give me 1 second. Oh, okay then. Okay, so to you, Kenzie Joy 230, all I can really say as of right now is that is actually good that you're just, eating some pizza, because for me personally, pizza is actually one of my favorite foods. Like, it honestly is. And that's the one thing that I want to say. So I'm pretty sure that's the one thing that you and I have in common, Kenzie. And I'm pretty sure that you can actually agree where I'm actually coming from. Yep. But the one thing that I want to say though as of right now is I'm pretty sure that this live stream is actually off to a good start as of right now. But hopefully that some of the other members will happen to say whatever that they want to say. But at the same time, at least I am seeing at least one or two members, and that's the one thing that that matters to me. But anyways, I just want to make sure if there's going to be some other people, or other members who happen to be saying their piece, of course. But yeah. But anyways, Braxton, since you're in the live chat, which I hope that you are still in the live chat, all I can really say as of right now is, this is the one thing that I'm gonna be saying in regards to you is this your favorite, food? Is it pizza, like me and Kenzie Joy 230, or Kenzie for short? But Braxton, if you can, if you can try to answer my question, then that's entirely up to you of what you actually want to be saying, though, of course. But I want to make sure Braxton is still in the live chat, though. But if he's doing some things, then I can't really say anything about that. Let me see what the person going to be saying, or what I believe she's going to be saying. Yep, I love all types of pizza. Pepperoni, my favorite. Oh, okay then. All I can really say as of right now is that is actually my favorite, pizza of all time. Like, I would have to agree with you on that. That is something that you and I have something, in common. Is that we both enjoy pepperoni pizza. But at the same time, I'm just gonna be just waiting for Braxton just to make sure what he's gonna be saying, though, of course. Because I'm pretty sure that me and Braxton do have a, solid friendship, and I want to make sure that we actually have a good one. Actually, scratch that, a pretty good one. So just give me 1 second, and I'm gonna see if Braxton's gonna be saying whatever that he needs to be saying. Okay, so let me see what Braxton is gonna be saying, or what I believe he's gonna be saying. I love pizza, and it my favorite food. Oh, okay then. All I can really say as of right now, Braxton, is that is actually good to hear. But I think what you meant to say is, and it's my favorite food. I think you left, the it without the s. But you know, if it was just a typo, then that's perfectly fine. But what matters is, Bryson, is that you and Kenzie Joy 230, or Kenzie for short, I do appreciate that the both of you are at least in my live chat, and that's the one thing that I can appreciate from the both of you. Yep. But if one of you or both of you want to try to let the other members know about this live stream, then all I can really say as of right now is that's entirely up to you of what you actually want to be doing, though. But at the same time, let's try to keep this conversation going, because I just really appreciate that at least one or two members are in this live chat. Yep. And there is, at least one thing that I'm going to be addressing, though. But at the same time, let's try to keep the conversation going, though. I mean, I could talk about it right now, but at the same time, I just want to try to catch up with, the members. And that's the one thing that matters to me. Because the one thing that I am going to be doing is I'm going to continue to be making these types of live streams, because, I can't remember if I made a promise to this community about, me making live streams, of course, but at the same time, if I happen to make a promise, then I will make that promise, though, because I want to have a chance to be continue to make content for, for this community. So that's the one thing that I'm going to be saying going forward. But anyways, let me go ahead and see who is going to be in my live chat right here, right now. Wait, hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, for some strange reason, I can't even see the comment all that much. I don't even know. But give me 1 second, because I just want to make sure if I can see some other comments. But I don't even know. But give me 1 second, because I do believe I see some type, a glitch right now. But I'm gonna see if I can try to fix this, because for some strange reason, it's like this is like a bit strange that I can't really see all the comments all that much. I don't even know. But at the same time, I'm not gonna worry too much. But hopefully, I could try to fix this, issue. So give me 1 second, and I'm gonna see if I could try to, fix this really quick. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna see who is going to be my live chat, or who I believe is going to be my live chat. Okay, so let me see right here, right now. We've got my boy Spear 21 is in the house. Spear Dude, Spear Dude, Spear Dude. Anyways, it's great to see you, Spear Dude 21. So the one thing I want to say in regards to you is hopefully that you are doing well for yourself, and not only that, hopefully that you are having a good day so far. But Spear Dude, since you're actually here in my live chat, all I can really say as of right now is it has been quite a while since you happened to make an appearance in my live chat. So this is actually quite a surprise, though. I can honestly just say that as of right now. But anyway, Spirited, if you actually just want to try to say whatever that you want to say in the live chat, then by all means, just say whatever that you want to say, though. And I want to see if I can try to try to catch up with you. Okay, so let me see what the person's gonna be saying, or what I believe she's gonna be saying. Spear Dude is here. Yay. Yep, that is the one thing I can agree with you on. Kenzie Joy 230, or Kenzie for short, but yeah. But all I can really say as of right now is it is actually quite a surprise that I've actually have we actually met each other? Well, to be fair, I mean, I do have to thank, Spirit 21 in the live chat for actually, having you supporting me and stuff like that. I mean, what can I say? You're a strong subscriber slash supporter of me and Spirit 21. Well, technically, you supported Spirit 21 the longest, more than me. But regardless, I just really appreciate that the both of you have been strongly supporting me, of course. Okay, so give me 1 second, and I'm gonna see who is gonna be in my live chat. So okay, so just give me 1 second. Okay, for some strange reason, I can't even see like the comments all that much. I don't know. I mean, here's the one thing that I want to say in regards to StreamYard in general. I mean, I don't mind StreamYard, but there are times where I can see comments, and then there are times where I can't see comments. Like I don't even know. But at the same time, I'm not gonna worry too much about that though. But hopefully, I'll be able to fix this, solution in a way. Yep. So all I can really say as of right now is I do believe that I do see your comment, which I will get to in just a second. But at the same time, I'm not quite sure what's been going on with my end, but who knows? Okay, so let me see if I could try to fix this. I mean, for some strange reason, is it just me or is this some type of typo in a way? I don't even know. Okay, so let me see who's going to be in my live chat or who I believe is going to be in my live chat. Hey, Leon, what's up, man? Anyways, it's good to see you right now, Leon. So the one thing I want to say in regards to you is hopefully that you are doing well for yes, well for yourself, and not only that, hopefully that you are having a good day, good day so far. So I really hope that you are just having a good day so far. Yep. But anyways, all I can really say right now, Leon, is this. So it's good to see that you're in my live chat. Wait, give me 1 second. Okay, so just give me 1 second. Okay, so now I should be able to see your comment. I mean, I was gonna say it's like, is this a typo or something? I don't even know. But at the same time, accidents can actually happen every now and then, so it doesn't really come as a shock for me. Okay, so let me see what spiritual was gonna be saying right here, right now. Yeah, just been very busy with lots of stuff in my personal life, but I'll come to your streams whenever I can. Oh, okay then. All I can really say as of right now, Spear Dude, is I just appreciate that, you're gonna try to come to my streams whenever that you can actually do that. But at the same time, I can fully understand if you're actually just, going, doing stuff, you're actually doing stuff with your personal life. So that part I can actually agree where you're actually coming from. But anyways, going forward, I'm gonna see if I can try to get to some, other comments really quick, which I will get to. Okay, so I should be able to see a comment from Leon, which I will get to in just a second. Okay, so I'm gonna see what Leon is gonna be saying or what I believe he's going to be saying. In terms of StreamYard, there's like a 5 second delay, and I meant to say, hey yo, hit the P by accident. Oh, okay then. So now I can understand where you're actually coming from, Leon. So you meant to say, hey, oh, but you accidentally put the P. Is that like spelled like hey P? I said to myself, what the heck is an hey P? But at the same time, Leon, accidents can actually happen. So I can definitely understand where you're actually coming from. But anyways, going forward, Leon, since you're actually here in my live chat, there are some things that I'm gonna be addressing though, and I would appreciate if the people can actually, remain to be in the live chat because there are some things that I'm gonna be addressing. And Leon, since you're actually here in the live chat, you'll be surprised what I'm gonna be saying though, because one of the members actually cut ties with a certain someone, which I which I will explain what it is though. Yep. But anyways, going forward, I'm gonna see if I can try to keep, catch up with some comments though really quick. So yep. And this is the one thing that I actually do appreciate when it comes to my live streams in general, that more and more people are actually, making an appearance in my live chat, which I greatly appreciate, of course. Yep. And by the way, to the people in the live chat, something interesting just happened to this community, and I really hope that this community can try to be in the right direction, because I want to make sure that it remains that way. So that's one thing that I want to say going forward. Okay, so give me 1 second, because I do believe Braxton is gonna be saying whatever that he wants to say in the live chat. So yeah, give me 1 second. Okay, so I'm gonna see what Braxton gonna be saying right here, right now. Lil Nas X sucks. I could definitely agree where you're actually coming from, Braxton. I mean, who can actually take Lil Nas X all that serious? So yeah, I mean, if I'm gonna be like, honest with you, Braxton, I never even liked Lil Nas X to begin with. Like, who can actually take him all that seriously? For me personally, I just can't because, what can I say? It's like he mumbles his words, and overall, from what I've been hearing, he's not a good person to actually be around. Like, he just isn't. I mean, that's just how garbage he actually is. So going forward, I honestly can't just take him all that seriously. I just can't. Let me see what the person gonna be saying or what I believe she's gonna be saying. I hate shitty mumble rap. Okay, so this is the one thing that I want to say in regards to you, Kenzie, is I honestly don't blame you that you actually do hate, shitty mumble rap. Like, I honestly don't blame you of, what you have to be saying though. But at the same time, one thing that I have been noticing though is I'm actually seeing that this John, nobody in this world cannot even take this genre all that serious all that much anymore. Like I've seen some videos, and let's be honest, this genre is a complete dumpster fire. Like it honestly is. So that's the one thing that I want to say. But anyways, let me see if I could try to get to some other people in the live chat. So give me 1 second. And yeah. Okay, so let me see who is going to be in my live chat or who I believe is going to be in my live chat. We've got Nigerian Sniper 666. How's it going? Anyways, it's good to see you right now, Nigerian Sniper 666. So the one thing I want to say in regards to you is hopefully that you are doing well for yourself, and not only that, hopefully that you are having a good day so far. But it has been quite a while since you happened to make an appearance in my live chat. But going forward, one thing that I want to say in regards to you, Nigerian Sniper 666, is hopefully that you are just doing well, obviously, hopefully that you are just having a good day so far. And not only that, I'm just really hoping that you're just doing well for yourself. But you're more than welcome to say whatever that you want to say in the live chat as of right now, Nigeria Sniper 666. So yeah. So by all means, you could say whatever that you want to say though. So yeah, that's one thing I want to say. But let me see what Braxton is going to be saying or what I believe he's going to be saying. What happened in the community? I think what you meant to say, Braxton, is what happened in this community. Okay, so I'm gonna be explaining it. Yes, I will be explaining it in a bit, but hopefully that some of the people in the live chat, are still here though. And in all honesty, this is honestly just a step in the right direction. Well, not just this one, but I'm actually referring to the other one. But let me see if I can just put it in the live chat though, of course. So just give me 1 second, and I'm gonna see if I can, put it in the live chat. I will say it though in a bit though, but it's actually right here in the live chat though, because something interesting just happened, and I can honestly say that I'm starting to think that the other community is trying to be in the right direction. So that's the one thing that I'm gonna be saying though going forward. But anyways, if I happen to miss some comments in the live chat, I just, apologize about that. So yeah. But I'm gonna see if there's, gonna be something interesting though, of course, in the live chat. Yep. Because I know for a fact that, it's not just, this community, the one that I'm in right now, but we have like multiple communities though, well, there's three in total, but two of them are active though, and then the other one, the one that I'm running though, unfortunately, it's not even active all that much though, because for some strange reason, I'm not really gaining viewership from my other channel. I don't know why, but it just isn't though. I mean, who knows? Maybe eventually I will have some, members in the other channel, but as of right now, I'm going to be focusing on this one though. So hopefully that you people can understand where I'm coming from. I mean, there could be a slight chance that I could be back on the other one, but as of right now, I want to focus more on this one because one thing that I actually noticed is I actually gain viewership here a lot more than the other one. Yep. But at the same time, I'm just a lot more comfortable with the other one though. But at the same time, I'm just not gonna worry too much about that though. But let me see if I can try to get you some. Give me one second. Wait, hold on. Did this actually happen as of right now? I think one of the people in the live chat is actually trying to bring this to my attention that. Wait, give me one second. Wait, is this actually happening? If a certain person is trying to bother you, then I'm not even surprised about that whatsoever. But at the same time, yeah, nothing about that is surprising to me. It honestly isn't. Yep. But I can try to see if I can look into that, but I don't think I'm gonna be wasting my time responding to this low life troll. Wait, give me one second. Oh, wait, I do believe I've heard about this particular or certain person or whatever you want to call it. I think I heard about this individual, but at the same time, some people told me about that, and I can say that it's laughable in a way. I don't even know. But at the same time, I think that the homie Black Sheep of the Word 98 actually called this certain individual out, which by the way, shout goes to him, by the way. Yes. But anyways, let me see what the person gonna be saying or what I believe she's gonna be saying. Okay, right here, right now. I am glad that the caveman is not bothering us anymore. Okay, so the one thing I want to say in regards to you, Kenzie, is I can agree where you're actually coming from. Well, only to a certain extent. I mean, sadly though, the caveman is still around, but I'm not going to be addressing the caveman all that much though, because this is an open forum. But Kenzie, you're more than welcome to say whatever that you want to say. I mean, you have my full permission though, of course. But at the same time, let's not worry too much about the caveman. I mean, yes, he's still on YouTube, but at least he's not like bothering us all that much anymore. But don't be surprised if he happens to make community posts again, especially in regards to Spirited 21. So that's the one thing that I want to be saying though, of course. But anyways, I'm gonna see if I can try to get to some other people. Okay, give me one second. Okay, so I'm gonna see who's going to be my live chat or who I believe is going to be my live chat right here, right now. Hey Daniel D, what's up, man? Anyways, it's good to see you right now, Daniel Z. So the one thing I want to say in regards to you is hopefully that you are doing well for yourself, and not only that, hopefully that you are having a good day so far. But anyways, I think it's finally time for me to address what I actually need to be addressing, though. And you could say that one of the leaders in the other community, this is actually going to come as a surprise, and I'm pretty sure that you people in the live chat are actually going to be happy about what I'm actually going to be saying, and I'm only going to be saying name for context purposes. So okay, so here it is. From what I've been hearing in this community, Jackal Goldkick just cut ties with Kadeem the King, and I'm pretty sure you people are going to be saying this. Umbrella, is this actually true? Did Jackal actually cut ties with Kadeem? And the answer for that is yes, that actually did happen. And I actually had a talk with Jackal Goldkick about this behind the scenes on Facebook Messenger. Well, it wasn't exactly like a call, you could say, but it was more or less just voice clip messages in a way. And I'm pretty sure that your people in the live chat are actually going to be happy to actually be hearing that, of course, because one thing that I'm going to be saying though, as of right now, is I never even liked Kadeem the King to begin with because I at least try to be neutral with this guy, but then this guy wants to start shit with me for absolutely no reason whatsoever. So at the end of the day, fuck Kadeem the King for actually trying to make shit personal with me. Yep. So all I can really say as of right now is, I do believe it's true. Okay, so let me see what Leon is going to be saying or what I believe he's going to be saying. We'll see if it sticks this time because he's done it before, then went back to him. So I'll believe it when I see it. I have to agree where you're coming from, Leon, but this is the one thing that I'm going to be saying in regards to Jackal Gold Kick is I got nothing against him whatsoever, but there are times where he can't just be like super nice to Kadeem because I've seen this pattern before. I mean, take for example TD Venom. There was that one time where TD Venom tried to make peace with Kadeem, and then the very next day, Kadeem was talking shit about TD Venom, and that's what made me lost respect for Kadeem the King. Because Leon, I'm pretty sure you could back me up where I'm actually coming from. Because even if people try to make peace with Kadeem on the very next, day or so, he goes back and he likes to talk shit. So yeah, I'm not even surprised about that whatsoever. But from what I've been hearing from Jackal Gold Cake is he might consider make a video about this today. I don't even know. But I'm just really hoping that Jackal Gold Cake can just stick by his word this time because, a lot of us have had enough of Kadeem. Yep. But anyways, I just want to make sure if some people in the live chat are actually are happy to hear about this. But yeah. But let me see. I think some of the members are actually still like neutral or cordial with Kadeem, but I don't even know. But I actually want to hear this from people's perspective, though, of course, because I know for a fact that some of the members in this community they cannot stand Kadeem. They honestly just can't. So that's the one thing that I want to say. Okay, so give me 1 second because I just want to see if I can let Leon say Leon say his piece. Okay, let me see what Leon's going to be saying or what I believe he's going to be saying. That's why I didn't bother wasting my time bearing the hatchet with them because it's not going to go anywhere. Plus, Kadeem will just go back to same thing he was doing all over again. Oh, okay, then I can actually agree where you're actually coming from, Leon. Like, I can actually fully agree where you're coming from because for me personally, I'm not even gonna be wasting my time with someone who likes to be involved in other people's drama and I guess you could say allegedly be a scammer. And not only that, but he even had the nerve to literally say, and I quote, "If you want me to make a video, then you have to pay me $5 or $10." It's like, fuck that. I'm not even gonna pay him that much money. It's like it's not even worth it. And Leon, I'm pretty sure I can back you up on this one thing though, of course. So it's like this: 50% of the time, you can barely understand what Kadeem is actually saying. It's like, dude, what are you saying? Can't you at least speak proper English? Apparently, he can't do that because I said to myself, what are you saying? Like anything you say, it's just gibberish at this point, or yeah, that's what it is. But it's like, come on, Kadeem. It's like try to at least speak proper English. But he's not going to be doing that because I cannot understand one word that he actually says. Like literally, not one word. Okay, so just give me 1 second because I had to say what I needed to say. But anyways, let me try to get back to the live stream really quick. So okay, so I happened to see another comment. So just give me 1 second. Okay, so let me see what the person's going to be saying or what I believe she's going to be saying. Kadeem always deletes his videos all the damn time. He's pathetic. I have to agree where you're actually coming from, Kenzie. I mean, this is what he's known for doing. It's like whenever he actually makes content, you know, and if people try to call him out, you know what he actually does? He actually deletes his content. It's like, why would you do that? So, in a way, that just proves you cannot handle, backlash, or should I say, people calling you out. So, nothing about that is actually surprising. Like, it honestly just isn't. Yep. Okay, so just give me 1 second because I just want to make sure if people are going to be saying their piece, though, of course, and and I guess if people want to try to be joining my streamer panel, then that's fine. But I want to let people say their piece in the live chat though first. Okay, let me see what Leon is going to be saying or what I believe Leon's going to be saying. He don't want them smoked. That's why he talks tough, but can't take the backlash. At Kenzie Joy to 30. I have to agree where you're coming from, Leon, because I've seen this pattern before. He makes content, he deletes it because he knew that certain people were going to try to call him out, and that's the one thing that I have been noticing as of right now. But I'm gonna see if I can try to get to some, other comments really quick. But if there are some people in the live chat who are at least, neutral or cordial with them, that's fine. But I wouldn't even take the risk of doing that. But let me see if I can try to get to some other comments really quick. Okay. So I do see the comments, but I would appreciate if some people can try to slow down so that way I could try to keep up with, one at a time. But anyways, let me see who is going to be in my live chat right here, right now. We've got Sonia, the scene girl. How's it going? Anyways, it's good to see you right now, Sonia. So the one thing I want to say in regards to you is hopefully that you are doing well for yourself, and not only that, hopefully that you are having a good day so far, Sonia. But anyways, you are actually just here just in time. So anyway, Sonia, if you haven't heard the news, I actually had a conversation with Jackal Goldkey behind the scenes on Facebook Messenger, and from what I've been hearing, he cut ties with Kadeem the King. But at the same time, there is no proof of that as of right now. But we're gonna have to just wait and see, to see if it actually happens. And I'm really hoping that Jackal Goldkick can actually stick by his word this time. Because let's be real on this, a lot of us can't stand Kadeem at all. But I'm gonna see what the person gonna be saying or what I believe she's gonna be saying. If he really wants to grow his channel, then he's pathetic for deleting his videos. I have to agree where you're coming from, Kenzie. All I can really say as of right now is he's just flat out pathetic for actually doing that. It's like, why would you want to keep deleting videos if you can't even grow your channel? And I do believe like his channel subscriber range. Give me 1 second. Let me see what his channel range is like. I think he's around like somewhere like 100 or like 150, of course, but I don't even know. I mean, think about it like this. From what I've been hearing, he used to have like at least like 2,000 or 2K subscribers, and then all of a sudden he got rid of it. It's like he could have kept that channel up, but guess what? He has to start from the beginning all over again. I mean, I can't even take him all that seriously whatsoever. But anyways, let me see who is going to be my live chat or who I believe is going to be my live chat. We've got Abstract Tom. How's it going? Anyways, it's good to see you right now, Astra Tom. So the one thing I want to say in regards to you is hopefully that you are doing well for yourself, and not only that, hopefully that you are having a good day so far. So that's the one thing I want to say in regards to you, Astra Tom. But anyways, it has been quite a while since you were in my live chat. And by the way, if you're actually wondering, I actually made this channel, the one that you're using, into a moderator. So thankfully, you are a mod on this one because I do believe that you told me that you want to make this one your main channel rather than your other one, which I can definitely understand where you're actually coming from, but that's entirely up to you. But I'm gonna see if I can try to get to some, other comments really quick. So just give me 1 second. Okay, so let me see what Sonia is gonna be saying or what I believe she's gonna be saying. What did Kadeem do this time? Okay, so one thing I want to say in regards to your question as of right now, Sonia, is I don't think he did anything. I mean, I'm pretty sure he did, something to Jackal Gold Kick, but at the same time, Sonia, these are just, questions than answers. But he actually did send me some voice clips, but I'm not gonna be playing it whatsoever because, I have to respect the fact that, the DMs between me and Jackal Gold Kick, it has to remain private though, of course. But if you people want proof, especially those who are on Facebook, I'm gonna see if I can try to send it to you because Jackal did send me some voice message clips, and it's legit. I would have to say, for me personally, it's legit. But let me see what the person's gonna be saying. Give me 1 second. Okay, let me see what she's gonna be saying right here, right now. I myself never had a problem understanding most of the words he say, but I agree that he sucks. I have to agree where you're coming from, Kenzie. I mean, I know for a fact that you used to not have a problem the way that he talks, but thanks for actually agreeing with me that he just flat out sucks. So all I can really say as of right now is he's just, not a really good person to be interacting with whatsoever because, he just honestly is not whatsoever. But I'm gonna see if I can get to some other comments really quick. So give me 1 second. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna see if I could try to get to these comments. I think there's like three of them, of course. Okay, there is one comment, but I don't think that's really important though as of right now. Okay, so let me see what the person's gonna be saying or what I believe she's gonna be saying. When I myself watch his content, I can understand what he says, but yeah, I agree that he sucks. I have to agree where you're coming from, Kenzie, but I do believe this is like the previous comment that you just said, but I don't even know. But at the same time, I'm not gonna worry too much about that though. But if it was, if it was just like an error, then I will allow it though, of course, because I mean, let's be honest about this. I mean, there are times where we could just, have some errors, but I'm not gonna worry too much about that. But at the same time, you people are just expressing of what you actually want to be saying though, as of right now. But I'm gonna see if I can get you some, other comments really quick. So yeah, just give me 1 second. Because I'm pretty sure that Sonia wants to be saying her piece though, of course, which I want to see if I can try to, see what she's gonna be saying. Okay, let me see what Sonia is going to be saying or what I believe she's gonna be saying. That's good. It's about time Jackal Gold Kick cut ties with Kadeem. What took so long? I mean, I'm not quite sure what took so long of Jackal Gold Kick to be doing that though, of course, but I'm just really hoping that he actually sticks by his word this time. And please do not try to make a resolution with Kadeem the King because it's not even worth it. It's not going to go anywhere. And on the very next day, he'll just talk shit behind your back. So it's not even worth it. Like, and honestly, it's not even worth it whatsoever. And I'm actually saying this, as of right now. I mean, for me personally, I want to just, I really want Jackal Goldcake to be, be in the right direction, of course. Like that's all I ever want from the guy. And I don't have a problem with them whatsoever. Okay, let me see what Sonia is gonna be saying or what I believe she's gonna be saying. I want the proof too. Oh, okay then. All I can really say as of right now, Sonia, is we're just gonna have to be waiting on that. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure that Jackal Goldkick will be making his video, and if he actually does that, then most likely I will have the chance to be checking it out, of course. And we're gonna have to wait and see what will happen though when he actually makes his video, of course. But I'm pretty sure I've already got the majority of of the comments though, really quick. But if I happen to miss some, then I do apologize for that. Yep. So just give me 1 second really quick. But at the same time, this is the one thing I appreciate from you people in the live chat that you people are just, giving your honest opinions in regards to Kadeem the King because, what you people are actually saying though as of right now, it's true. Okay, let me see what the person's gonna be saying or what I believe she's gonna be saying right here, right now. I lost all hope in Kadeem when he started to delete his videos all the goddamn time. I have to agree where you're coming from, Kenzie, because let's be honest, myself and other people in this community, we have lost all respect in regards to Kadeem. It's like we try to give him the benefit of the doubt. I mean, at least for his previous channel, he actually did keep his content up. But in regards to his new channel, he keeps deleting it over and over and over again. And I'm going to be honest, I'm just flat out tired already. Like, I really am just, just tired with Kadeem. because he literally brings nothing in this community whatsoever. And he likes to interject himself, or should I say, he likes to be involved in other people's drama that has nothing to do with him whatsoever. But let me see what Sonya's going to be saying right here, right now. Yeah, me too, Kenzie. Yep. I can honestly agree where you're actually coming from, Sonia, but not only just you, but also Kenzie as well. Yep. I mean, to the people that are at least neutral or cordial with them, that's perfectly fine. But at the same time, I would just watch your back in regards to Kadeem in a way. But I'm only saying this for like context purposes in a way. But if there are some people in the live chat who want to try to be saying their piece on this, then they are more than welcome to actually do so. But we're just gonna have to just wait and see, in regards to answers from Jackal Goldkick, of course. But I can't really speak for Jackal Goldkick, but this is what he at least told me behind the scenes on Facebook Messenger. I mean, one thing I want to say in regards to you, Sonia, is I could, send you the proof, but unfortunately, you don't have Facebook Messenger, of course. But let me see what Sonia is going to be saying right here, right now. I don't trust Kadeem at all. I don't blame you, Sonia. I honestly don't blame you that you actually do not trust Kadeem whatsoever because he cannot be trustworthy whatsoever. Nope, he honestly just can't. I mean, the way I see it though, it's like I'm not quite sure if he was ever a member in this community, but at the same time, the damage is already done because what he did, especially in to certain members in this community, is unforgivable. So at the same time, we're just done giving him chances. We honestly just are. Oh yeah, by the way, there is one thing that I am going to be addressing though. And I do believe that Kadeem did something personal. Well, it's not just me, but to some other members in this community, and I am going to be addressing it. Yep. But give me 1 second because I just want to make sure some members are still in the live chat, especially to Kenzie Joy 230. And by the way, if people are actually watching this live stream as of right now, is there is one thing that I have witnessed that Kadeem did something to Kenzie allegedly. Yep. Because there is one thing that I am going to be saying though as of right now. Wait, give me 1 second. Okay, let me see if I can try to get something ready really quick. Okay, especially the streamer link. Oh yes, that's correct, the streamer link. So if some people in the live chat want to try to try to join my streamer panel, and if they want to see their piece, they are more than welcome to do so. Like they can say whatever that they want to say, and if they want to say their opinion about Kadeem, then go for it. All I can really say as of right now, just go for it. But anyways, other than that, let me see if I can try to get to some comments really quick. Okay, let me see what the person going to be saying or what I believe she's going to be saying. I also think he's a fake friend to people. I have to agree where you're coming from, Kenzie, because this is what he's known to be doing in a way. And all I can really say as of right now is he wants to claim that this community is fake to him, and he's like the real person out. A real person out there. It's like no, he isn't, because if he was a real person, he would not be starting shit with us in this community. That's what he's known to be doing. He likes to start shit with people when it benefits him, and we're just flat out tired of it. Like we honestly are. Okay, give me 1 second because I want to see if I can get to some other comments really quick. So just give me 1 second. Okay, so I happen to. Is this it? Okay, so this should be the one. Let me see what Sonya is going to be saying right here, right now. What did Kadeem say to Kenzie? Okay, so to answer your question really quick, Sonia. Oh, so this is the one thing that I've been hearing about. So there have been some reports, you could say, that Kadeem tried to get certain members in this community involved. Give me 1 second, really quick. I just lost my train of thought. Okay, so what I meant to say as of right now is Kadeem tried to get certain members, in this community involved with his quote unquote battle with TD Venom. Which keep in mind that is not going to be happening whatsoever. And if Kadeem tries to be doing that, like again, I will be calling out his actions. And if he doesn't like it, if he can't handle it, then that's going to be his own problem, not mine or or to any people in the live chat. Okay, let me see what Sonya is going to be saying right here, right now. Kadeem is fake. All Kadeem is start beefs for no reason at all. Okay, so the one thing I want to say in regards to you, Sonya, is I think what you meant to say is Kadeem is fake, and all he does is like to start beefs, for no reason at all. That's what he's known to be doing, though. Yep. Oh, and by the way, Sonya, from what I've been hearing, this is like from what I've heard. I do believe that Kadeem tried to get Kenzie Joy 230 involved, into his battle against TD Venom. And all I can really say as of right now is, for me personally, that is a huge red flag right there because I've spoken to Kenzie about this, and she strongly supports TD Venom. Like, as a matter of fact, we all support TD Venom. But let me see what Sonya's going to be saying right here, right now. Are you freaking kidding me? Kadeem is so fake. Oh my God. Yep. So the one thing I want to say in regards to you, Sonya, is I do believe this happened. So Kenzie, if you want to just say your piece in the live chat, you are more than welcome to do so because nothing is going to change of you supporting TD Venom. Like, I've seen you in his live chat and you strongly support him. And Kenzie, as of right now, just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep on supporting TD Venom and try not to let this goofball Kadeem, you know, trying to have you in his quote unquote battle. Because let's be honest about this. We're just tired of this, of Kadeem's drama. Like we honestly are just flat out tired as of right now. And if he can't handle it, then that's his own problem. But let me see what Sonya is going to be saying right here, right now. This is why I'm glad I'm on TD Venom's side. As a matter of fact, Sonya, we all are. All of us. We're on TD Venom's side. But if I'm gonna be honest, as of right now, I just really wish that he can come back in this, community. But I think for the most part, TD Venom wants to work on his music, which I can definitely respect though. But at the same time, I just really want to have a chance to have a civil conversation with them. But I mean, who knows? Maybe it could happen in the future if he can ever join my streamer panels, but I have to get to know him more. I mean, I only know him like a little bit, but at the same time, that's entirely up to him, of course. I can't really force TD Venom to be doing that, but that's up to him, though. But what matters is I respect him, and people in the live chat respect him. But let me see what Sonya's going to be saying, or what I believe she's going to be saying. I hope Kadeem rots in hell. I can actually agree where you're actually coming from as of right now, Sonya. And by the way, I'm pretty sure that there's going to be some other people in the live chat that are not going to be happy to be hearing what I'm actually. Well, what I meant to say is, I'm pretty sure there's going to be certain members in this community are not going to be happy with Kadeem's actions because for the most part, I'm just trying to keep this community balanced in a way and trying to make sure that we make positive content in a way, and we do not need drama starters, like, or should I say, drama whores, like Kadeem and to some other people. But at the same time, I'm not going to be addressing some other individuals because what's the point? Because as of right now, I'm actually addressing Kadeem. Okay, let me see what this person's going to be saying or what I believe she's going to be saying. Kadeem the moron should be his new nickname. All I can really say as of right now, Kenzie, is that comment is just savage. Like, if I'm gonna tell you how it is, it's like I just never thought that you would actually be saying stuff like that, Kenzie, because what you're actually saying though as of right now is this is just, funny as of right now. Like it honestly just is funny. But at the same time, Kenzie, if you want to try to keep roasting Kadeem in the live chat, you have my full permission by doing that. Yep. But I'm gonna see if I can try to get to some other comments because as of right now, this is just funny, or should I say goal at this point. Okay, let me see what Sonya is gonna be saying right here, right now. Good one, Kenzie. Okay, so there are some new comments that I'm gonna be checking up really quick, but all I can really say as of right now, Sonya, is I could definitely agree where Kenzie is actually coming from. Yep. So just give me 1 second really quick because I'm pretty sure that I think Kenzie's gonna be going on full savage in a way. And if that's the case, then by all means, Kenzie, like I said, you have my full permission if you just want to roast Kadeem in my live chat because this is just gonna be just funny. Like it honestly just is. Okay, but give me 1 second because I do believe that I do see a comment from you, Kenzie, but give me 1 second. Let me see if I can try to get to Sonya's comment before I get to your comment really quick, Kenzie. So yeah, because for me, I'm trying to give people, the chance to be saying whatever that they want to say. Okay, let me see what Sonya is gonna be saying right here, right now. That's where Kadeem belongs. In hella. Yes, I have to agree where you're coming from, Sonya. That's where Kadeem belongs in hell. And all I can really say as of right now is even if we, myself and other people try to respond to Kadeem, he'll make a response, of course, but then you could say the very next day, he'll end up deleting it. That's how predictable Kadeem is. So nobody, and I mean nobody in this community cannot take him all that seriously. It's like for the most part, we're just doing our own thing, and then here comes Kadeem trying to start shit with us for no reason. Like it doesn't really come as a shock. Like it honestly comes as of no shock whatsoever. But anyways, other than that, let me see what the person's gonna be saying or what I believe she's gonna be saying. Kadeem the shithead, Kadeem the dimwit, Kadeem the egotistical maniac. All I can really say as of right now, Kenzie, is that's gotta be the most funniest, how do I say this? Give me 1 second. I'm trying to think of what I was gonna say right now. Oh, that's right. The funniest, roasting you have ever done as of right now. Yep. So just give me 1 second really quick, and I'm gonna see if I can try to get to some other comments really quick. So thankfully, I'm actually seeing some more comments really quick. Okay, so let me see if I can try to get to Sonia's comment really quick because let me see if she can say her piece, of course. Okay, let me see what Sonia is going to be saying right here, right now. Kadeem, the drama starter. I have to agree where you're coming from, Sonia, because that is what Kadeem is known to be doing, just starting drama for no reason whatsoever. So, are we honestly surprised about that? Like, I have an answer for that. No, none of us are actually surprised about that whatsoever. So, that's one thing that that I want to be saying. Yep. Okay, so let me see if I can get to another comment really quick because this is one of the reasons why I just like my live chat because at the same time we don't care about Kadeem. As a matter of fact, we give zero fucks about Kadeem. So that's one thing I want to say going forward. Oh, and by the way, here's actually a surprise. I'm just surprised that Kadeem subscribers / supporters they are now on my side. They are migrating to me. But let me see what the person going to be saying or what I believe she's going to be saying. Kadeem the oh my god, I can't believe people are saying I'm fake because I delete my content. Retard LOL. I have to agree where you're coming from, Kenzie. But I'm going to see if I can get to some other comments. Let me see if I can try to save them, of course. So just give me 1 second. Okay, so this should be able to do it. Yep. So thankfully, I'm already saying my piece though as of right now, and I'm gonna see if I could try to send the link out to people. Give me 1 second, because if people actually just want to say whatever that they want to say, especially in regards to the situation, then they are more than welcome to actually do so. Yep. But anyways, hopefully you people are just enjoying this, live stream as of right now. But thankfully, I had to talk about this as of right now. So yeah, but I'm pretty sure people can agree where I'm coming from. Okay, so the one thing I want to say in regards to you, Sonia, is I can agree where you're coming from, but only to a certain extent. That Kadeem is like beating a dead horse at this point. But at the same time, I don't think we're not going to worry too much about Kadeem, and he can go on ahead and try to make his quote unquote diss on us. And let's be honest, it's just going to be just laughable at this point, because what I'm actually saying though is true. And if you people want to prove that Jackal Gold Kick actually cut tie with Kadeem, then make sure that you DM me. But keep this in mind, he sent me some voice clip messages on Facebook Messenger. So I could try to send it, on other social media platforms, but it's only going to be on Facebook though, unfortunately. So Sonia, if you're actually watching this as of right now, I could try to send it to you, but unfortunately you don't have Facebook though. So I'm not quite sure how I can try to be doing that, of course. So hopefully you can understand where I'm actually coming from. Okay, so I do believe the person trying to tell me that Jackal Gold Kick used to beef with Kadeem. I'm aware about that. As a matter of fact, I'm fully aware about that. But at the same time, there was like back then, of course, where I do believe that Jackal Gold Kick did his Mr. Beef on Kadeem the King, but that was like in the past, of course. But this is now. I don't think Jackal Gold Kick is going to be making a Mr. Beef on Kadeem the King anymore, because I do believe that Jackal Gold Kick even said that he's done with the whole Mr. Beef, series or whatever you want to call it. I don't even know, but I can respect Jackal's decision if he wants to stop doing the Mr. Beefs, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know, but going forward, I just respect him. I can respect the fact that he's just not going to be into that, because I think Jackal did say in the past that those Mr. Beef videos, especially for Jackal himself, I do believe he said that they are drama videos. So, but at the same time, Jackal doesn't want to do any drama though, and I don't blame him that he's done with that whole Mr. Beef series. Yep. But all I can really say as of right now is we're just gonna have to just wait for some answers about that. But if certain people like in the live chat want to be saying that their actual piece on this, then they are more than welcome to actually do so. But I'm gonna see if I could try to, give me 1 second really quick. Okay, so give me 1 second. Okay, so I do believe I got the streamer link ready, so I'm gonna see if people can try to, if they want to join. But if they don't want to join, then I can't really say anything about that. So that's one thing I want to say going forward. But I'm gonna see if I can try to get to some other comments really quick. So give me 1 second. Okay, so just give me 1 second. Okay, let me see what the person gonna be saying, or what I believe she's gonna be saying. The caveman may be worse than Kadeem, but Kadeem still sucks. I have to agree where you're coming from, Kenzie, because you could say that both of them are drama starter. Actually, scratch that. They are both drama whores. But anyways, one thing I want to say in regards to Spirited 21 and Brax Lenny, I'm not quite sure if they're still in the live chat, but I just want to like get their opinion about this, because I mean I can fully understand that Spirited wants to keep things peaceful in this community, which I can which I can understand to a certain extent. But at the same time, listen, I got nothing against Beer Dude. I like him. He's my best friend, and he's like a big brother to me. But at the same time, he needs to fully understand that this community wants nothing to do with them whatsoever. So hopefully Spirit can fully understand where I'm actually coming from, because what I'm actually saying though is true. Okay. Okay, so one thing I want to say in regards to this person in the live chat is I would check out this comment in regards to the Mr. Beef episodes, but I'm not too worried about that. But what I'm actually saying though in regards to Spear Dude is actually true, and and especially to Braxton Lenny. But I want to make sure if Braxton Lenny is also in the live chat, because I can understand that Spear Dude and Braxton, I think they want to stay out of this, but I wouldn't, I don't know. I wouldn't even bother associating with Kadeem. But I can fully understand that Spirited wants to keep things peaceful in this community, which, like I said, I can fully understand where he's coming from, but to a certain extent. But at the same time, Spirited needs to fully understand that, the people in this community have the legal right to call out Kadeem's actions, whether he likes it or not. Because, there's nothing wrong with calling out people's actions in a way. So that's the one thing I want to say going forward. Yep. Okay, so I would check out this other comment, but I'm not gonna worry too much about that because, I don't think, those topics have anything to do with Kadeem. So that's one thing I want to say going forward. Yep. But one thing that I'm gonna be saying though is this, and I'm gonna make this crystal clear right here, right now. If I find out if Kadeem tries to get certain members in this community involved with his quote unquote battle with Chitty Venom again, I will be making a live stream about him, and it will happen one way or another. I mean, think about it like this: if this community doesn't want to hold Kadeem accountable, then I will. I will be holding him accountable, and he will be held accountable one way or another. So it's gonna happen. He will be held accountable, and I'm pretty sure that you people in the live chat can actually agree where I'm actually coming from. So he will be held accountable, and I will be holding him accountable. But I'm gonna see if I can try to get to some other comments in the live chat. Yep. But anyways, to the people in the live chat, hopefully that you're just, enjoying of what I'm actually, saying though as of right now. But I'm gonna see if I can try to get to some other comments really quick. So just give me 1 second. Okay, so just give me 1 second because thankfully I've already, said what I need to say. Thankfully, I'm actually venting this out as of right now. Give me 1 second because I think, someone's trying to send me a DM right now, but I'm not gonna worry too much about, those DMs. Okay, so just give me 1 second and I'll be happy to check them out. Okay, so anyways, I'll see if I can try to get to this comment. And wait, is it just me or is Braxton still in the live chat? If this seems to be the case, then I'm just surprised that, Braxton is still in this live chat. But I want to make sure if Spirit 21 is still in this live chat. Yep. But the one thing that I want to say though, as of right now, is I think that Kadeem is in this community, but at the same time, if I'm gonna be like honest with you people, we need like way better members besides Kadeem the King because we're just like tired of him. We honestly just are tired of him because he likes to cause drama. He likes to get himself involved in drama that has nothing to do with him, and that's pretty much all I can say about him. I mean, what's more to say about him other than he's retarded, he's a drama starter, or should I say, a drama whore? Okay, so let me see what Braxton is going to be saying or what I believe he's going to be saying. Yep, me and Spear Dude always respect. I think I'm going to say respect opinions. Okay, so the one thing I want to say in regards to you, Braxton, is I can fully understand that you just want to, be neutral or cordial in the situation. But if I were you, it's just not even worth it. I mean, what can I say? Talk to Leon. It's not even worth it whatsoever. But I'm gonna see if I can send the link out to people really quick if they want to have a chance to be joining. Okay, so just give me 1 second, and I'll be happy to send the link out. No problem. Let me see if they want to have a chance to be joining. But if they don't, then I'm not gonna really force them to be, to join. Yeah, I'm not gonna force them. So that's the one thing I want to say. Wait, hold on. Give me 1 second. Wait, what's going on with my live chat? This is one thing I have to check out really quick. Okay, one thing I want to say in regards to you, Braxton, is I have to agree where you're coming from. Like, why did Sonya like time out this person? Like, this person is actually a fan of us, and he's actually been commenting on Spirit's videos. But at the same time, Sonya, why would you do that? Wait, did this actually happen? Let me see really quick because this is one thing that I don't like. Okay, one thing I want to say in regards to you, Sonya, is I did make you into a moderator, or or rather a mod, but at the same time, Sonny, you cannot be abusing your power like this. You just can't. I mean, I don't mind you supporting me, but if you try to keep making the same mistake, then I'm gonna have to remove it because you know I don't like it when people in the live chat make this mistake. I honestly just don't. I don't know, but at the same time, hopefully it was just an accident. But okay, okay. So Sonia, I think what you tried to say was, "Oh, sorry." Well, I do forgive you, Sonia, but please try not to do that again because I only time out people only when I do it. Leave it to me though. But at the same time, we don't time out people unless, of course, that they're trolls. So yeah. But Sonia, I would appreciate if you don't try not to make the same mistake again because that's the one thing that I'm gonna be asking nicely. So can you try not to do that again? But if you try to keep doing that, then I'm gonna have to remove your moderator. You being a mod. I don't like doing stuff like that, but I just would appreciate if you don't do that again. So but at least you did say that you were sorry, though. But as long as you don't like ban that person, then that would be like a different story. So yeah, that's one thing I want to say. But anyways, just give me 1 second, really quick. Okay, so Sonia, what you're trying to say is right now is that was my fault. Oh, okay then. But I mean, accidents can actually happen, Sonia. But just try not to abuse your power of being a moderator because yes, I have made people into mods, but I'm not gonna tolerate to those who abuse it in a way. So hopefully you can understand where I'm actually coming from because what I'm actually saying though as of right now is actually true in a way. But I'm gonna see if I can try to get to some other comments really quick. So yeah. But thankfully, all I can really say as of right now is I was able to vent, what I needed to say. Yep. Okay, so give me 1 second. Okay, so give me 1 second. Okay, so okay, here it is. Okay, this is what I believe you're gonna be saying, Sonia. I won't. Oh, okay then. Okay then. All I can really say as of right now is, give me 1 second, really quick. Is okay now. I think I feel guilty about this. So yeah. Okay, Sonia, if you're still in the live chat, I'm not like raising my voice to you, but this is just me giving you just a fair warning, though. So I'm not trying to, bring you down or anything like that. But at the same time, from now on, you can still be a moderator. Like I don't mind if you're a mod though, but from now on, when it comes to deleting messages or timing out people or banning people, just leave it to me, of course. So at the same time, Sonia, if it sounded like I raised my voice to you, I apologize about that, but at the same time, I just don't like seeing the people in the live chat doing stuff like this. So at the same time, I apologize and I can hold myself accountable for that. So yeah. But let me see what this person is gonna be saying, or what I believe she's gonna be saying. Yeah, Sonia is a good person. Everyone makes mistakes. Oh, okay, then I can understand where you're coming from, Kenzie. But at the same time, if I sounded that I raised my voice, then again, I apologize for that, and I'm gonna be, holding myself accountable for that. So, but one thing that this is actually true, I can actually hold myself accountable, unlike other people. Like I can actually do that because it's our way of making mistakes in a way. But at the same time, Sonia, since you're actually in the live chat, at least you actually hold yourself accountable for actually making that mistake. But hopefully, that's not gonna happen again. But if I sounded aggressive, then again, I have to apologize for that. But let me see what Braxton gonna be saying right here, right now. Yep, Sonia's cool. Yep, I have to agree where you're actually coming from, Braxton. But at the same time, let's try to just talk about some, other stuff really quick because at the same time, I don't want to, have this type of behavior in a way. So just give me 1 second really quick, and I'm gonna go on ahead and see if there's gonna be something interesting in the live chat. So yeah, yep. But if I'm gonna tell you the truth as of right now, to the people in the live chat, I'm actually am not even angry whatsoever. I'm actually happy. But if I sounded angry, then again, I just have to hold myself accountable for that. But anyways, other than that, let me see what Sonia is gonna be saying or what I believe she's gonna be saying. It's okay. Oh, okay then. But the one thing that I have to say as of right now is there are times where I could be like angry, but then there are, most of the time I just want to remain happy in a way. So that's one thing I want to say in regards to the people in the live chat, because one thing that I'm actually trying to do with these live streams is I'm trying to make them good, entertaining, and just trying to talk about some positive topics. I mean, I know this wasn't a positive topic for me to talk about, but I have to say it though, because it actually caught my attention just now. Yep. But there is one thing that I'm going to be saying though as of right now is, and this is going to be something positive that I do want to talk about as of right now. Okay. So one thing that I'm going to be saying though as of right now is, and I really hope that you people are still in the live chat. Okay. So the one thing I want to say in regards to Jackal Gold Kick is he's always welcome in my streamer panels at any time though, and if he wants to give his testimony about what happened today, then that's fine, of course. But at the same time, let's not try not to address who anymore. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I want to say his name again. The person that just cut tie with Jackal Gold K. Yeah, let's just not worry too much about that, because I've already said what I needed to say, and let's just not worry too much about that topic anymore. I mean, if some people want to try to talk about it, that's fine though. But at the same time, I think it's finally time for us to talk about just positive topics in a way. Yep. So I have to thank you people for actually, venting whatever that I needed to say. Well, I vented out, but thankfully you people said your piece on this. So that's the one thing I want to say in regards to, the people in the live chat. But let me see if there's going to be some other comments really quick. So just give me 1 second. Yep. But I'm not quite sure if, what's his name? Give me 1 second. Ah, shoot. I kind of forgot his name though. So that's the one thing that I want to say. Wait, hold on. I actually do see a new comment really quick, and I want to see if this is actually, true in a way. Because, just because. Okay, so just give me 1 second, because I just want to make sure there's gonna be some, more comments really quick. Let me see if I have an update really quick. Okay, let me just put this in right now, and I want to make sure this is actually, true. Okay, so I'm not gonna worry too much about my DMs. But anyways, let me go on ahead and see who is going to be my live chat, or who I believe is going to be in my live chat. We've got Ellie Craft. How's it going? Okay, this is what you're saying right now, Ellie. I was sexually harassed on the internet just recently. Some pervert said he wants to touch my butt. Wait, what? This is the first time I'm hearing about this. So, Ellie, since you're actually here in the live chat, all I can really say as of right now is, did this actually happen though as of right now? Because I'm pretty sure that you are one of our members in this community, of course. But one thing I want to say as of right now, Ellie, is I can believe what you're actually saying though as of right now, but at the same time in this community, we have to start, showing proof in a way, because, I mean, we're in the year 2025, and in this year, we show proof now. So that's one thing I want to say in regards to you. But let me see what you're also going to be saying, or what I believe you're also going to be saying. I hate perverts, and I am pissed off. All I can really say as of right now, LA, is if you say, you can say whatever that you want to say in the live chat though, because I know for a fact that you are one of the members in this community, and yeah. But I'm gonna see what you are gonna be saying though, as of right now. I mean, I do believe it has been quite a while since I last heard from you, Ellie, if I'm going to be fair with you. But at the same time, you're always welcome in my live chats at any time, though. But, since you're actually here, if you want to be giving like your, testimony, then you're more than welcome to say whatever that you want to say as of right now. But I'm going to see what you are going to be saying. But let me see what the person is going to be saying or what I believe she's going to be saying. Sorry to hear that, Ellie. I hate perverts too. I don't blame you, Kenzie. I honestly don't blame you because, I know for a fact that you and myself, we actually do hate perverts. Yep. But one thing I want to say in regards to you, Ellie, is if you ever need someone to be talking to, or, well, you're obviously talking to, one of the leaders in this community, you're more than welcome to always talk to me whenever that you want to. But the one thing I want to say though is, if you actually want to talk to me more behind the scenes, then I would recommend being on other social media platforms. But Ellie, the choice is entirely up to you of what you actually want to be doing, though, of course. But you're more than welcome to just let me know whatever that you want to say, though. But Ellie, you're in the live chat, and all I can really say as of right now is you are more than welcome to say anything that you want to say right now in the live chat. Like, if you were actually sexually, harassed on the internet just recently, just let me know. But this is actually unacceptable that some pervert, said that he wants to touch your butt. If I'm going to be honest with you, that is just extremely uncomfortable to be hearing. Like, this is the one thing that I'm not going to tolerate whatsoever. But Ellie, since you're actually here in the live chat, if you actually want me to actually call out this person, you have my full permission. If you want me to call out this person for you, then I'll do it. Because as of right now, Ellie, you are one of my most strongest subscribers slash supporters, and that's the one thing that I do appreciate from you. So if you want me to back you up, I will definitely do that. But let me see what Ellie Craft, or rather Ellie. Let me see what she's going to be saying, or what I believe she's going to be saying. Yeah, perverts suck. I can honestly agree where you're actually coming from, Ellie. Because let's be honest, perverts in general, they just flat out suck. And, I just do apologize if, you actually did experience this. But Ellie, one thing I want to say though, as of right now, is I do believe you can make a community post, on your channel or in your channel, whatever you want to call it. And if you can actually like take a screenshot, or if you want to send it to me, behind the scenes, then you're gonna have to be on other social media platforms. So Ellie, here's the deal. I'm on Facebook, Discord, and Instagram. But if you want to show me proof, like real actual proof behind the scenes, you're gonna have to start making social media, start being on other social media platform. But let me see what Ellie is gonna be saying, or what I believe she's gonna be saying. But how y'all been lately? Okay, so to answer your question as of right now, Ellie, is I've been actually doing good for myself. I mean, in the morning I had an okay day, but thankfully I'm actually having a good day as of right now. So yeah. But let me see. Wait, give me one second, really quick. Wait, hold on. Is this actually for real? Let me see what Let me see if this is actually true as of right now, because I have to find out, if this is actually true as of right now. So just give me one second because I have to confirm if this is actually true. Okay, so I'm gonna see what Ellie is gonna be saying, or what I believe she's gonna be saying. Yeah, this pervert says that they are one of Zach G's friends, which that didn't shock me. Wait, are you actually serious as of right now, Ellie? Because if I find out if this is true, I will be calling out, this certain individual, because that is the one thing that we are not going to tolerate whatsoever in this community. So if the other members in this community are actually in the live chat, then say your piece. Because as of right now, I personally think that Ellie needs our backup as of right now. Because let's be honest about this, Ellie does not deserve any of this whatsoever. But anyways, Ellie, all I can really say as of right now is if you can just, take a screenshot and put it in your community post or send it to me behind the scenes on, Facebook, Discord, and Instagram, I will look into it. But I'm gonna have to see proof as of right now, Ellie, because we're in the year 2025, and most likely we don't go by he said, she said. I mean, I do believe you, Ellie, but one thing that does matter is I'm gonna have to see proof of this because that's what this community is all about. It's like we have to be showing proof every now and then because it is important, though. But I'm gonna see what Ellie's gonna be saying though because I'm pretty sure that she feels a lot more safer in my live chat than being in like I don't know other comment sessions or I don't even know. I'm pretty sure that she was in a comment session, but but she's always welcome in my live chat. Yep. But I'm gonna see if there's gonna be some more comments real really quick. Give me 1 second. Okay, so let me see what the person gonna be saying or what I believe she's gonna be saying. The caveman is sick and his friends. That's the one thing I have to agree with you on, Kenzie. But at the same time, I want to hear from, Ellie herself because I know for a fact that she's been going through a lot as of right now, especially in regards to one of Zach G's friends. And by the way, Ellie, if you also want some more backup, I can also try to talk to some other members about this, especially you guessed it, the one and only, the homie Black Sheep of the World 98. Because if I'm gonna tell you how it is, Ellie, even Black Sheep, he cannot stand Zach G, or should I say Zach Gay whatsoever. Like, as a matter of fact, none of us in the community can ever stand that caveman. And even if he tries to apologize, the damage is already done. He has been exposed already. But I'm gonna see who is in my live chat right here, right now. We've got BKTV official. How's it going? Anyways, it's good to see you right now, BK TV official. So the one thing I want to say in regards to you is hopefully that you are doing well for yourself, and not only that, hopefully that you are having a good day so far. But anyway, BK TV official, since you're actually here as of right now in the live chat, you are just in time because So just recently, as of right now, BK TV official is one of our members, Ellie Craft, was recently sexually harassed in a way. And this is the one thing that we are not going to tolerate whatsoever in this community whatsoever. And I said this to Ellie as of right now. If she wants me to call out, this her individual, like any of Zach G's friends, I will do it. But let me see what BK TV official going to be saying or what I believe he's going to be saying. Zach Gay and his perverted ass friends are the biggest simps ever. I have to agree where you're coming from, BKTV official, because let's be honest, I don't think Zach Gay and his perverted friends are actually going to be, stopping anytime soon. And all I can really say as of right now is, okay, so it's one thing that Zach Gay went after. I don't think she went after Ellie Craft, but you could say is one of her, sisters, or rather her younger sister. But this is going too far. So what I'm actually hearing though as of right now is so apparently Zach G, or should I say Zach Gay, wants to send one of his friends after Ellie Craft, in a sexual way. But let me see what BK TV official is gonna be saying right here, right now. Zach Gay has no morals at all. I have to agree where you're coming from, BK TV official. Like he doesn't have like any boundaries, and this is just like flat out going too far as of right now. So Ellie, if you're still in the live chat, I apologize if you're actually going through this as of right now. You do not deserve any of this, and But like I said just now, if you could just try to show me proof, then I'm gonna see what I can do to handle it. And I'm pretty sure that other members in this community are going to try to back you up because Ellie, as of right now, you do have backup. You have other members in this community that can definitely back you up. So that's one thing I want to say going forward. But let me see what Braxton is gonna be saying right here, right now. The caveman is a moron. I have to agree where you're coming from, Braxton, because what can I say? The caveman is a flat out moron. Like he honestly just is. Yep. And I can honestly say, as of right now, is I know that him and Kadeem. Sorry if I had to say the name, but I'm only using it for content purposes. Both of them are bad, but the caveman is a lot more worse. He just is. But I'm gonna see if I can get to some other comments though as of right now. Okay, so I'm actually surprised that Ellie Crap is still in my live chat, but I'm gonna see if I can get to her comment really quick because I'm pretty sure she wants to say her piece on this. Okay, let me see what Ellie's gonna be saying or what I believe she's gonna be saying. Yeah, Zach is disgusting. I don't like him at all. I don't blame you, Ellie. I don't blame you. I mean, for me personally, he's always been a disgusting caveman. Nothing more, nothing less. But thankfully, I have to give a shout out for to Braxalini for actually providing the evidence and absolutely destroying the absolute fuck out of him because he honestly deserved it. I mean, I guess you could say to an extent that he used to be a member of this community, but thankfully we found out his true colors and let's just say that the caveman did something personal to Ellie, and that's the one thing that I am not going to tolerate whatsoever. Like this is not going to be tolerated whatsoever. But let me see what Sonia is going to be saying right here, right now. I'm sorry that happened to you, Ellie. I have to agree with you on that, Sonia. Like for me personally, I actually do feel bad for Ellie, and she does not deserve any of this whatsoever. Like she honestly just doesn't. Yep. But one thing that I want to say in regards to you, Sonia, is I just told Ellie this. Like, if she ever wants to give out her testimony, the best way to do it is to, take a screenshot and put it in her community post, or she can contact me behind the scenes either on Facebook, Discord, or Instagram. Or if it makes things easier, she can even, at least try to join my StreamYard panel. But that's entirely up to, Ellie of what she actually wants to be doing though as of right now. But Ellie, all I can really say as of right now is you have the floor. Okay, so one thing I want to say in regards to you, BKT official, is I could check out this comment about your question, but we're not gonna worry too much about that because as of right now, BKT official is we're here to, defend Ellie, and we are gonna protect her whatsoever. We will protect her, and we will defend Ellie Craft. So Ellie, all I can really say as of right now is you have the floor. You could say anything that you want to say in the live chat as of right now because you have my full permission. I made you into a moderator, so as of right now, you are a mod. So you are more than welcome to say anything that you want to say in the live chat. And all I can really say as of right now is I'm here for you, and other people in the live chat, we're all here for you. So that's one thing I want to say going forward. But anyways, I'm pretty sure I've already said what I needed to say in regards to what I vent out. But this right here, people, and to the members in the live chat, this is more important now because I want to hear Ellie's testimony about this. You know, and if Ellie is a bit afraid or rather shy to be saying her piece in live chat, then don't worry about it because Ellie. One thing I want to say in regards to you is if those perverted men try to come in the slide chat, I will do something about it. And all I can really say as of right now is leave it to me. I can actually manage, my own live stream and my own live chat. So yeah. But one thing I want to say in regards to you, Ellie, is if this is a bit too much for you, then all I can really say as of right now is make a community post about it, or just try to contact me behind the scenes. Whether it's on Facebook, Discord, and Instagram. But Ellie, if I'm gonna give you some advice, then I just would recommend to use Instagram. But that's entirely up to you, of course, because you could say that the majority of these members in this community, I think we just use Instagram. So hopefully you can understand where I'm actually coming from, Ellie. But I want to make sure if you're still in the live chat, because as of right now, we actually do care about you, like we honestly do. But let me see if I can, try to get to some other comments really quick. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can try to get to Braxton's comment. I could check out this other comment from BKT official, but I'm not too worried about that. So I might check it out in a bit. I don't know. Let me see what Braxton is gonna be saying, or what I believe he's going to be saying. Even if you tell the caveman, well, I respect Taylor's talent, but her music isn't for me, he'll still get offended just because we are not into her music. He doesn't respect opinions at all. I have to agree where you're coming from, Braxton, because what you're actually saying right now is the truth. And what you're actually saying is 100% facts. Because, Braxton, we have seen this pattern before. Even if we try to tell, like, this community, even if we try to tell the caveman, like, I can respect Taylor's, talent, but her music isn't for me. Like, he gets offended over the littlest shit. That's how pathetic this caveman is. Like, overall, he's just a pathetic, caveman. Or should I say, a disgusting, pathetic caveman. Because let's be honest about this. We cannot stand him whatsoever. And at this point, he is nothing but a lost cause. Yep. And I'm pretty sure that other people can actually agree with me in the live chat, especially Spirit 21. But I'm not quite sure Spirit is in the live chat. But if he's currently doing something, then I can't really speak for Spirit on that. I don't know. But it's up to Spirit of what he actually wants to say, though, of course. But if he's currently busy though as of right now, then I might try to talk with them some other time. I don't know. But I want to see if I can try to catch up with Spirit because I know for a fact that he is the leader in this community as well. Well, obviously it's just me and him, of course. So that's one thing I want to say going forward. So just give me 1 second, and I'm gonna see if I can get to some other comments really quick. So just give me 1 second. Okay, let me see what BK TV official gonna be saying, or what I believe he's gonna be saying. Zach Garbage is a gossip queen. All I can really say as of right now, BK TV official, is that's got to be the most funniest comment I have ever checked out. So yeah. But the one thing that I want to say though, as of right now, is I just never thought that you would be saying stuff like that, especially since you literally just said that, that garbage is a gossip queen. Yep. Wait, did someone just DM me really quick? Okay, I'm not gonna worry too much about that again. So, anyways, I'm not trying to, I'm trying to focus more on this live stream rather than checking up on my DMs. But yeah, but give me 1 second really quick because I want to make sure there's gonna be some other comments really quick. So just give me 1 second, and I will be able to check them out. Yeah. Okay, let me see what the person gonna be saying, or what I believe she's gonna be saying. Zach Garbage sucks. I have to agree where you're coming from, Kenzie. But anyways, since you actually said that, I'm pretty sure that you're gonna be roasting, Zach Gay, or rather Zach Garbage in the live chat. But Kenzie, if you actually want to try to do that, then by all means, then go for it, because this actually you know, caught my attention just now of what Ellie just said, but I'm not quite sure if Ellie is still in the live chat, but I'm pretty sure that she's watching, but I think she's just shy to be saying whatever that she needs to say. But I said this to Ellie, if she ever wants to tell me about the situation, she just needs to make a community post, or rather just talk to me behind the scenes. That's all I'm asking for. But let me see what BKTV official going to be saying, or what I believe he's going to be saying. He says that all rap is graphic when not all rap is like that. I have to agree where you're coming from, BKTV official. So the one thing I want to say in regards to that is, how can he say stuff like that? That he wants to claim that every rap music is graphic when in reality it's not like that. And if I'm not mistaken, didn't he say at one time that, oh, Tupac makes graphic music a lot more than Eminem? You might want to double check your homework, because all I can really say in regards to that is Eminem has made like a lot more graphic music than Tupac has ever done. Like there is proof of that, and even Spirit 21 has shown proof. Like there is like actual proof of that. But let me see what. Wait, give me 1 second, really quick. Okay, so one thing I want to say in regards to you, BKT official, is I'm pretty sure I can agree with you on that. That there are different types of rap genres. Besides I don't know, hip hop, you could say. I don't even know, but I'm pretty sure you can understand where I'm actually coming from. It's like there are like different types of genre besides like rap in a way. So that's the one thing that I can actually, or yes, I can agree with you on that. I don't even know. But anyways, I want to make sure there's gonna be some more comments in the live chat really quick, because the one thing that I want to say though as of right now is, okay. So just give me 1 second. Okay, so now I happen to check it out. Okay, so let me see if I can get you some other comments really quick. So I'm gonna see what BKTV official gonna be saying right here, right now. Eminem is more graphic than Tupac. I have to agree where you're coming from, BKT official, because there, was a video of Spirit 21 actually showing Case, and he actually did call out, you know, Zach G or Zach Gay or Zach Garbage or whatever name you want to call him. You know, I have to give props to Spirit 21 that he actually did call him out for that, because how can he say something like that? How can he say that Tupac is more graphic than Eminem when in reality it's the opposite? Like there is like real actual music that Eminem has made, like more graphic music than Tupac has ever did. I don't even know. But this is just my opinion. Anyways, let me see what Spirit 21 is gonna be saying right here, right now. Yeah, Zach G is a cyberbully. He's the hugest cyberbully I dealt with. I have to agree where you're coming from, Spear Dude, because let's be honest, a lot of us have been dealing with this caveman for like how many years has it been? Give me 1 second, really quick. I think it's been like 4 years or so. But if we're gonna be reaching, how do I say this? Oh, that's correct. If we're gonna be reaching Christmas this year, then it'll be 5 years, because let's be honest about this. you know, Zach Gators with the caveman has been bothering us for the past, like, or should I say cyberbullied us for the past like almost 5 years. Well, as of right now it's 4 years. Yes, it's 4 years, but it's gonna be 5 years eventually. Yep. But I'm pretty sure that Spiritu can agree where I'm actually coming from, because for those who actually need a lesson about this is one thing that I want to say. Zach gave the Twisted Caveman actually targeted TD Venom first, and then eventually he started targeting all of us in a way, because we should know about this history as of right now. Well, for me personally, I know about it. But the one thing that I'm gonna be saying though, wait, hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. There is, some things that I have to check up on. Okay, so just give me 1 second, and I'm gonna be able to check this out some more. Alrighty then. So I'm gonna see if there's gonna be some more comments really quick. So just give me 1 second, and I will be able to check these comments out, no problem. Okay, but anyways, other than that, let me see if I can try to get to some other stuff really quick. Okay, so anyways, I'm not gonna read too much about that. So anyways, let me see if I can try to get back on topic as of right now. But anyway, to the people in the live chat, hopefully that you are just enjoying this, live stream as of right now, because thankfully I'm already saying, my piece as of right now. So that's the one thing that I want to be saying going forward. But give me 1 second, I'll be able to check out some more comments. But anyways, I'm just surprised that Spirit 21 is actually still in the live chat. And same thing with some of the other members though. Yep. But I'm gonna see if I can, you know, get to some of these comments though really quick. Okay. But anyways, other than that, let me see if I can try to get to some of these other comments. So let me see what BK TV official gonna be saying, or what I believe he's gonna be saying. Zach Gay still records videos with black bars while we record widescreen. I actually have to agree where it's actually coming from, BKT official, but that's what he's known to be doing. Is he just has a habit of doing that, and all I can really say as of right now is, you know, it's not really a shock to me whatsoever. Like, it honestly doesn't come as a shock. Like, it honestly just doesn't. Nope, it honestly doesn't. But anyways, I'm gonna see if I can try to get to some other comments really quick, which I will get to. But anyways, just give me 1 second. I'm gonna check out something really quick. Let me see if I can check this out really quick. Okay, so I'm gonna check out something really quick. So let me see if I can. All right, so here we go. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I do apologize for that 5 minute delay, but anyways, I went to go on ahead and take care of some things, but anyways, let me see if I can try to get back, with this live stream. But anyways, I do appreciate that you people have been like waiting patiently. But let me see if I can try to get to some of the comments really quick because I know for a fact that people want to be saying their piece, of course, which I will be letting them in a bit. But let me see if I can try to get to some of these comments really quick. Yep. But anyways, hopefully that you people were just sticking around in the live chat because I just want to go on ahead and just let people say whatever that they want to be saying. Yep. But anyways, let me see if I can get to this comment really quick, and then I will get to some of these new people. So that's one thing I want to say. Okay, so let me see what the person's gonna be saying or what I believe she's gonna be saying. The nickname for Zach G that kids would give him, Zach G, the poopy head. Okay, so the one thing I want to say in regards to you, Kenzie, is that has got to be the most funniest comment I have ever read, though. But at the same time, you always just seem to amaze me in a way, especially with these types of comments. Yep. But I can honestly say that in regards to Kenzie, yes, she is one of my most, strongest subscribers slash supporters, which I, appreciate from her. But I'm gonna see if I can get to some other comments really quick. But anyways, hopefully that you people were not like bored when I was, taking care of some things. But anyways, I'm gonna see if I can get to some of these new people. Okay, so let me see who is in my live chat right here, right now. We've got the Wrathful Sage. How's it going? Okay, this is what you're saying right now. What's up, my neighbor? Okay, so one thing I want to say in regards to you, the Wrathful Sage, is hopefully that you're doing well for yourself, and not only that, hopefully that you are having a good day so far. But yeah. But anyways, one thing I want to say in regards to you is it just me, or is this gonna be like your new catchphrase from now on? When you say something like, "What's up, my neighbor?" But you know, that's up to you of what you actually want to be doing, though, of course. But I'm going to see right now if I can get to some of these other comments really quick. Yep. But anyways, the Wrathful Sage is, regardless, it's been good to see you. Okay, let me see what BK TV official is going to be saying right here, right now. I remember when Jackal Gold Kick exposed Zach Gay. Okay, so the one thing I want to say in regards to your comment, BK TV official, is that is actually pretty true, though. And I do believe that Jackal Gold Kick has made some Mr. Beef episodes about him, but, I do believe that they are still up, though, of course, but you can always rewatch them at any time, though. But it's actually good to see that Jackal Gold Kick has made some Mr. Beef you know episodes about Zach Gay, but we have to accept the fact that Jackal Gold Kick is not going to be making those types of videos anymore because he did say that they are drama related videos. So that's the one thing I want to say going forward. But anyways, let me see what the Wrathful State going to be saying, or what I believe he's going to be saying. I hate Zach G. Not only he's a flip flopper, he also wants to normalize pedophilia. Zach G should be in prison. I have to agree where you're coming from, the Wrathful Sage, because he shouldn't be doing stuff like that whatsoever. But at the same time, it's like, how could he be doing stuff like that? Like, normalize pedophilia. It's like, that is just, disturbing. It's like, why would he actually do that whatsoever? Like, I have no idea. But at the same time, it doesn't really surprise me that Zach Ju wants to have this type of behavior. Like, it honestly just doesn't. But I'm gonna see if I can get to some other comments really quick. So I do believe that I'm seeing some new people in the live chat, but hold on that really quick. I will get to some of the new comments really quick, but first thing first, I want to make sure that I get to these comments really quick. Okay, let me see what this person is gonna be saying or what I believe she's gonna be saying. Kadeem is an egotistical loser. I have to agree where you're coming from, Kenzie, because he's known to be doing stuff like that. I mean, what's more to say about him that he's retarded? He's an egotistical loser, or rather, an egotistical monster. He is a scamming princess. And I feel like almost anybody in this community can just roast his ass. Like literally anyone can roast his sorry ass. Yep. But I'm gonna see if I can get to some comments really quick. Okay, so I should be done with these ones, and I'll let some of the new people say their piece, though, of course. Okay, so give me 1 second. Let me see what the Wrathful Sage is going to be saying right here, right now. Yeah, that's my new catchphrase. LOL. Oh, okay then. All I can really say is, right now, the Wrathful Sage is that is actually understandable if you want to be using that as your new catchphrase. But at the same time, you could say whatever that you want to say as of right now, the Wrathful Sage, because. And I can just tell that you are one of my subscribers slash supporters, which I do believe that I met you through Nigerian Sniper 666. Which one thing I want to say as of right now, the Wrathful Sage is if you haven't, check out the live chat. Nigerian Sniper 666 has been in the live chat just recently, but if you can actually just try to scroll up, then you'll be able to see him though. But I don't think he's here as of right now, sadly though. But anyways, I'm gonna see if I can get to this comment. Let me see what the person's gonna be saying or what I believe she's gonna be saying. Zach G is a scum. I have to agree where you're actually coming from, Kenzie, because what you're actually saying, though, as of right now, in regards to Zach G, he is definitely a scum. But Kenzie, if you want to try to roast him in my live chat, then you have my full permission to be doing that, of course. Yep. Because I'm pretty sure that Spirit 21 was in my live chat. He already said his piece in regards to, the caveman, that he's a cyber bully, he's retarded, and he's a disgusting caveman. Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, it's up to Spiritu of what he actually wants to be saying because, I know for a fact that he's been dealing with this, caveman, for a while now. So that's one thing I want to say. Okay, let me see what the Wrathful Sage is going to be saying, or what I believe he's going to be saying. Kadeem looks like a human version of Goomba. Okay, so the one thing I want to say in regards to your comment as of right now, the Wrathful Sage, is that is actually pretty funny that you just said that he's the human version of Goomba. But if this seems to be the case, then I don't know what to tell you, because as of right now is I'm actually just having a good time though. As of right now is I just never thought that you could actually roast Kadeem in my own live chat. Like, if I'm gonna be honest with you, the Raffle Sage is I have never seen this before, but now I have. And thankfully, as of right now, you're actually making me laugh like pretty hard. As you can tell by the tone of my voice, I'm actually just happy about this. Like, I honestly just am. But anyways, let me see who is in my live chat right here, right now. Hey Jay, what's up, man? Anyways, it's good to see you right now, J Dog. So the one thing I want to say in regards to you is hopefully that you are doing well for yourself, and not only that, hopefully that you are having a good day so far. But one thing I want to say in regards to you, Jay, is it has been like quite a while since you were in my live chat. But then again, we do talk behind the scenes every now and then because, that's what friends are for. And I do appreciate that you're actually checking up with me, because that is actually what a real friend does. So, yeah. So just give me 1 second really quick so that way I can get to some of these new comments really quick. Okay, so let me see what BK TV official is going to be saying, or what I believe he's going to be saying. Zach Gay, the scamming caveman. Okay, so I could laugh at this BK TV official, but I think that's more of Kadeem in a way because this is how I would describe, Zach Gay. I would refer to him as the Swifty Caveman. So it's like this: Zach Gay, the Swifty Caveman. But when it comes to the word scamming, that easily goes to Kadeem. I just call him Kadeem the scamming princess in a way. But let me see what some other people are going to be saying though as of right now. So just give me 1 second so that way I can just make sure really quick. Okay, so let me see if I could try to get to these new comments really quick. If I'm unable to, then I can't do anything about that. So okay, so just give me 1 second. Okay, so the one thing I want to say in regards to you, Braxton, is I'm not quite sure who would falsely accused of timing out, this individual, this new subscriber side supporter of mine. And then what I believe that you also said right now is it disgusts you how people have been treating him, but at the same time, I have to agree with you that he is a good fan. But yeah, the hell with this shit. But Braxton, if I'm gonna make things clear with you, it was Sonya, but it was an accident though. But keep this in mind, Braxton, it was not her fault. It was just an accident. She already cleared it up. So, but at the same time, I'm gonna see if I can try to fix the situation. But if this person wants to be a moderator or rather a mod, then there is one simple request. This person has to update their profile picture, and if they don't, I cannot make them into moderators. So I cannot make them into mods. So hopefully you can understand where I'm actually coming from, Braxton, because I only make people into moderators or rather mods if they have profile pictures. If they don't, then I can't do anything about that, unfortunately. Because I actually want give me 1 second. I actually want, regular people to actually say their piece though, of course. Give me 1 second really quick. Okay, so let me see if there's gonna be something new really quick in the live chat. All right, so I'm gonna see if I can get to these comments really quick. Okay, so let me see if I can try to get to this comment really quick, and I do believe it's from BK TV official. So yeah, that's one thing I want to say. Okay, let me see what BK TV official going to be saying, or what I believe he's going to be saying. Zach Gay is part of the LGBT. Okay, I could laugh at that, but BKT official, I don't think he actually is part of LGBT, if I'm gonna be, honest with you. But at the same time, I can give two fucks of what Zach Gay is gonna be doing. So I can honestly give less of a fuck what he's actually gonna be doing. So I'm not too worried about that caveman. But let's be honest about this BKT official is if he actually is it's not gonna be surprising to me whatsoever. Like it honestly it's not. So at the same time, I'm just not, worried about it whatsoever. Yep. Okay, so let me see if there's gonna be some other comments. So just give me 1 second, and I will be able to check them out. No problem. Okay. So let me see what J Dog is gonna be saying, or what I believe he's gonna be saying. I untimed him out. Oh, okay then. Okay, so the one thing I want to say in regards to you, J Dog, is I do appreciate if you time out that person though. But let me see if there's gonna be, something else in live chat. So just give me 1 second because I want to make sure that people are actually gonna be saying whatever that they need to be saying, though, of course. Yep. Okay. So let me see if I can try to get to some more comments really quick because of right now I'm actually just enjoying this live stream like no problem, and that's the one thing that I'm gonna be saying. But it would have been cool if people would have joined my streamer panel earlier. But if they are unable to be doing that, then I can't really, say anything about that though, sadly. But let me see what Braxton's gonna be saying or what I believe. he's going to be saying. Yep, Sonya is cool, but I saw there was another person who timed out. Okay, so one thing that I want to say in regards to you, Braxton, is I can definitely agree that Sonya is cool, but I don't think there was another person that timed out this person. But I don't even know. But Braxton, I'm not gonna worry too much about that. But I think J Dog already took care of that. That he timed him out. So there's a difference. There's a difference between you know timing out and untiming out, or whatever you want to call it, or untimed out or timed out. Yep. But hopefully for the next, upcoming live stream, I'm not quite sure when I'll be doing another one though, but hopefully he'll be able to say whatever that he wants to say in the live chat, of course. I don't even know. But let me see what Braxton is going to be saying or what I believe he's going to be saying. I don't care if Zach is from LGBTQ community or not because I don't discriminate against LGBTQ people, but Zach is still trash nevertheless. I have to agree where Braxton is coming from. Like, it doesn't matter. It's like we can support people who are from, the LGBTQ community, but at the same time, it just depends on the person, himself or herself in a way. And I'm pretty sure that Braxton can agree where I'm actually coming from because we're not going to be doing that. We are not going to discriminate people who are actually from LGBTQ because we are nothing like that whatsoever. This is how I actually see things. I don't mind it, but keep in mind, all I can really say as of right now is as long as they're not, being discriminating. Let me see what BK TV official going to be saying right here, right now. Zach Gay be on a gay dating website. All I can really say as of right now, BK TV official is that's got to be the most funniest comment I have ever checked out because, as a matter of fact, Zach Gay should be into that type of shit. Yep. But let's be perfectly honest about this. Is like, what type of regular woman would wants to go out with a caveman, or should I say, a disgusting caveman like Zach Gay? I have an answer for that. Nobody cares. And keep this in mind. I got that catchphrase from the homie Black Sheep of the Road 98. But all I can really say as of right now is I'm not quite sure what Black Sheep is up to these days. But for the most part, I just let him do his own thing because for me personally, I've got like mad respect for the guy. Yep. And I'm pretty sure that you people in the live chat have actually shown support to the homie Black Sheep of the Road 98. But to be fair, I'm not quite sure what Black Sheep does, but he does his own thing. He makes content whenever he actually does have time. And, overall, I just respect him. I literally just respect the guy, respect the guy, you know? So as of right now, I actually respect the guy. But I'm gonna see if there's gonna be some more comments in the live chat. So just give me 1 second, and I'll make sure if it happens. Okay, so just give me 1 second. I want to make sure really quick. So yeah, but anyways, I want to say this right now to the members, in the live chat, if there are any. If some of the members are still in the live chat, I want to make sure if they actually are. Okay, let me see what the person's gonna be saying or what I believe she's gonna be saying. Zach G sucks. Larry sucks. Kadeem sucks. I have to agree where you're coming from, Kenzie, because all I can really say in regards to these three certain individuals, I cannot stand them. I don't want to associate with them whatsoever. And overall, I don't even want to be friends with them whatsoever. Like, I honestly don't. But going forward, Kenzie, I have to fully agree where you're actually coming from. But let me go on ahead and see what you are gonna be saying or what I believe you're gonna be saying. Kanye West sucks for supporting. Wait, I'm not quite sure if I want to be saying that word as of right now, Kenzie. Like, I don't even know, but I was about to say it, but I'm not quite sure if I want to be, saying the actual word, of course. But I know exactly who you're referring to. But one thing that I want to say though, as of right now, is okay. So one thing that I want to say though that I do believe is true is at this point, Kadeem the King is nothing but Kanye West 2.0, and I will not be surprised if that is Kanye West's long lost son, which is Kadeem the King, of course. I mean, what can I say? They both have the same behavior. And Kenzie, I'm pretty sure you can agree where I'm actually coming from when it comes to, well, in regards to both Kadeem the King and Kanye West. So that's the one thing that I want to be saying going forward. But anyways, one thing I want to say though right now is most likely I'm going to be ending this live stream. I would say in about like 30 minutes or so because you know I don't think there's not really more for me to say though as of right now. So yeah, but most likely I might consider ending this live stream a little bit early. I don't know, like either like I would say like 20 minutes or so. So the way I see it, I will mostly end this live stream around like give me 1 second, around like 20 minutes or 30 minutes or so. So keep this in mind. You people have like limited time before I actually, end this live stream. So that's one thing I want to say going forward. But I'm gonna see there's gonna be some other comments though, of course, because I just greatly appreciate that you people have been in the live chat, and not only that, but also to the members, of course. Yes, the members in this community. Okay, so the one thing I want to say is right now, BKT official is if he's trying to support those types of people, and if they don't want Kanye West, then I don't know what to tell you though. I honestly don't know what to be saying though as of right now. BKT official, but at the same time, I'm not too worried about what's been going on. But anyways, one thing that I want to say though as of right now is I know that Kenzie brought this to my attention though, which I'm only gonna be saying this for content purposes, but yeah, okay. But Kenzie, one thing I want to say in regards to Larry, yes, Larry the Batman fan. Oh my bad, Larry the Game Man fan is. I'm not too worried about him. And Kenzie, if you haven't heard the news, he still wants to name drop me and wants to keep starting shit with. But at the same time, I'm not too worried about that Game Man fan. Like I'm honestly, yeah, I honestly am not. Yes, I'm not. Okay, let me see who's in my live chat right here, right now. Hey, Rage Master. What's up, man? Anyways, it's good to see you right now, Rage Master. So the one thing I want to say in regards to you is hopefully that you are doing well for yourself, and not only that, hopefully that you are having a good day so far. So that's the one thing I want to say in regards to you, Rage Master. But anyways, Rage Master, since you're actually here in my live chat, I'm actually going to be ending this live stream in a bit, though. But if you were actually doing some things, then that's understandable. But anyways, I want to make sure if Kenzie's going to still be in my live chat saying whatever that she wants to be saying, though. But I don't know. But anyways, Kenzie, if you want to try to roast, Zach G or Zach Gay or even Zach Garbage, then that's entirely up to you. But I don't know. It's up to you what you actually want to be doing, though. Of course. So that's one thing I want to say in regards to you, Kenzie. Okay, so one thing I want to say in regards to you, Rage Master, is that was understandable if you were, watching, a live stream, or rather that live stream on Twitch, though, of course. But keep this in mind, Rage Master. I know that some people from like, you could say that the Week Club have recommended that I should try out Twitch. I mean, I could, but at the same time, I do have like my fan base, my community on YouTube. But I'm not quite sure if they want to check me out on Twitch, but that's entirely up to them, of course. But I think throughout the majority of my time, when it comes to my live stream, I think most likely I'm gonna remain on YouTube though, in a way. I might try out like other social media platforms and whatnot, but for the time being, I'm only gonna be on YouTube. So hopefully you can understand where I'm actually coming from, Rage Master. I mean, it could happen, but I'm not, gonna be too worried about that. So Yeah. Let me see what Rage Master going to be saying or what I believe he's going to be saying. I hear you guys talking about that retarding. I think what you meant to say retarded caveman. Okay. So the one thing I want to say in regards to you, Rage Master, is yes, we did bring him up. Well, some of the other members have brought up, the caveman, but for me, I was just giving my opinion though. Like I didn't bring up the caveman, but this is just me giving my opinion because I know for a fact that members in this community they cannot stand the caveman whatsoever. But I'm gonna see if I can, see if I can try to get to some other comments really quick. Yep. But anyways, Rage Master, I'm just surprised that you were actually just here in my, my live chat, which I was actually, surprised that you are. But I'm gonna see if I can try to get to some other comments. So just give me 1 second and I'll be able to check it out, no problem. Okay, so one thing I want to say in regards to you, the raffle stage is I can agree about, the first one. I don't know too much about it, but yeah. But for the second one, I don't even know what that is. But if you're trying to say it's a no, then I can respect your opinion. And then finally, you said there's a difference between the two. Oh, okay then. Well, at the same time, the raffle stage is I don't know too much about that in a way, but for me personally, I have to respect your opinion though. So that's the one thing I want to say going forward though. But I'm gonna see if there's gonna be some other comments though, because I want to make sure that people say whatever that they want to say because in a bit I am gonna be ending this live stream though. But I just want to make sure if Kenzie's gonna be saying her piece though, because I know earlier she did roasted Kadeem, but I want to make sure if there's gonna be some, how do I say this, some more roasting from Kenzie. But anyways, Kenzie, if you're still in the live chat, I'm just waiting to make sure if you are going to be, roasting Kadeem. Because I mean, what I meant to say is Zach G or Zach Gay or Zach Garbage. I don't know because I know you already said your piece on Kadeem, but I want to make sure if you're going to be roasting Zach G or Zach Gay or Zach Garbage. I don't know. Yep. But anyways, to the people that are watching this live stream right now, hopefully that you were just enjoying this because for me personally, I actually did enjoy this, and I just never thought that the members in this community have actually made an appearance. Though, well, maybe not like all of them, but at least I can say at least some or the majority of them. So that's one thing I want to say going forward. But I'm gonna see if there's gonna be some other comments really quick. So let me see. Oh yeah, let me see what the Raffle Sage is gonna be saying, or what I believe he's gonna be saying. Umbrella, if you don't mind, is it okay if you make me a mod? Okay, so one thing I want to say in regards to you, the Raffle Sage, is I can do that, no problem though. But the Raffle Sage, since you're actually here in the in my live chat, what happened to your previous channel? Because I do believe that I made your previous channel into a moderator, but if you can try to explain or elaborate, then I would appreciate it. But yeah. But I'm gonna see if I can try to make you into a mod right now. But if I can't do that, then most likely I'll make you into a moderator, but whenever I finish this live stream though. Because I don't mind that you're in my live chat, you supporting me, but this is actually a question that I want to ask you right now, the Raffle Sage. So if you could try to explain or elaborate what happened to your previous channel, then hopefully I can get a better understanding because I do believe that I made you one. Yes, I do believe that I made you one in the past. But I'm just gonna just wait and see if you could try to explain or elaborate what happened to your previous channel because I'm pretty sure that I'm not quite sure if you were making content though, but I don't know. But at the same time, you do have your legal right to be on YouTube, but of you expressing yourself. And not only that, the Raffle Stage, but you also been, strongly supporting me and other people, and that's the one thing that I have to appreciate from you. Yep. And I just have to give a shout out to Nigerian Sniper 666 for actually, how do I say this? For actually him recommending you to me. I don't know. But one thing that I have to appreciate from you, one thing I have to appreciate from you, the Raffle Sage, is you just strongly support, my content and other people's content. And that's the one thing that I have to give props to you. So on that note, I have to give props to you. But I'm gonna see if there's gonna be some other comments though, really quick from from people and the members in this community, of course. But if there's not really gonna be some other comments though, then I don't know what to tell you. But I am gonna be ending this live stream in a bit though, because I've already said what I needed to say, and I don't think that there's not really more for me to say. But one thing that I want to say though is hopefully that you people have been enjoying this live stream, and it just has been like a surprise that you people have been, in the live chat, been supporting my content, and hopefully that I can make more live streams like this in the future. Though I'm not quite sure when my next live stream will be, but I'll do whatever I can just to make sure that you people just keep on supporting my content in a way. Yep. So let me just check really quick just to make sure there's going to be some comments in live chat just to make sure. And unfortunately, I don't really see anything. But let me see if I can try to put this in the live chat. Give me 1 second really quick. All right, I'll put this in live chat, and let me see if I can put this also in the live chat. Give me 1 second. Okay. So one thing that I want to say in regards to the people in the live chat is most likely I'll be, if you can actually take a look at what I put in the live chat is most likely that's how much I'm gonna be, doing though, of course. Or wait, what am I saying? Give me 1 second. Okay. So one thing that I want to say in regards to the people in the live chat is I do believe that that's how much time I'm gonna be doing in regards to, this live stream. But I'm gonna see if I can, get to some other comments. Okay, so just give me 1 second. Okay. So let me see what the raffle is going to be saying, or what I believe he's going to be saying. I'm still using the same channel, but I moved my YouTube channel to another Google account. That's probably why my Machim got taken away, because it's under a new account now. Oh, okay then. I can definitely understand where you're coming from, the raffle stage. But the one thing I want to say though is I'm not quite sure how that procedure works. If I'm going to be honest with you, the raffle stage, but it's up to you. What you actually want to be doing at the end of the day with your YouTube channel and whatnot. So all I can really say as of right now is if this seems to be the case, then I'm going to see if I can try to make that work in a way. But I think most likely, I mean, I could make you into a moderator, or rather a mod as right now, but I think most likely that will happen right after this live stream. But let me see what BK TV official is going to be saying, or what I believe he's going to be saying. I seen Black Sheep's video calling out women for their bullshit. I have to agree where you're coming from, BKT official, because one thing I want to say in regards to Black Sheep of the War 98 is he definitely loves women. More specifically, this is what he said on one of his community posts: black women. So he did say that I love black women. So all I can really say as of right now is I'm pretty sure that he treats people equally in a way, because yes, granted he does love black women, but at the same time he can actually call out women for their bullshit in a way. So in a way, he would call them, and I guess, and I quote, bitches. I don't even know. But at the same time, for me personally, I just let Black Sheep does whatever that he needs to be doing, because all I can really say as of right now is for the homie Black Sheep of the War 98 is I just let him express himself, and overall he's just I guess you could say a chill guy or dude to be around. Yeah, you could say that he's either a chill guy or a chill dude to actually get to know. But thankfully, in regards to the homie Black Sheep of the War 98 is he's actually someone actually good to get to know. And one thing that is for certain though is if people try to mess with them, he will literally fire back. And all I can really say as of right now is hashtag fair is fair, because that's how much I actually Respect him. But I'm gonna see if I can check out this comment. Okay, let me see what BKTV official is gonna be saying, or what I believe he's gonna be saying. Like, we're calling out Zach Gay on his bullshit. I have to agree where you're coming from, BKT official, because, well, as of right now, we're not calling out Zach Gay for his bullshit, but in the past, we actually did call out Zach Gay for his bullshit. But at the same time, I'm not gonna worry too much about Zach Gay if I'm gonna say it how it is, because myself and other people have already said our piece in regards to Zach Gay, especially the one and only Braxton Lenny. And by the way, shout out to Braxton Lenny for actually, literally destroying the absolute fuck out of Zach Gay, the Sooty Caveman. And this is the one thing that Zach Gay is never going to recover whatsoever. So he could try to apologize or do whatever he wants, but at the same time, we are not going to accept him back whatsoever, because let's be honest about this. He has shot himself in the fucking foot. Okay, let me see if I can put this in the light chat. Okay, let me see if I can put this, and I'm also gonna put this in light chat. Okay, so okay. But anyways, getting back to what I was gonna say is, I don't think it's necessary for us to be calling out, Zach Gators with the cavemen anymore. I mean, unless of course if it's like absolutely necessary, but at the same time, one thing that I want to say in regards to that is, most likely he's already been destroyed, but I don't think we need to worry too much about him. But if he happens to be making his stupid ass community post, especially in regards to Bearded 21, then I'm not gonna be surprised whatsoever. But anyways, to the people in the live chat, most likely I've already put this already. So I think most likely that's how much time I'm gonna be keeping the live stream going in a way. But let me see what the Wrathful Sage is gonna be saying right here, right now. TD Venom is goaded. I actually agree where you're coming from, the Wrathful Sage, because all I can really say as of right now is what you're actually saying right now is the truth. It's actually, 100% facts that, TD Venom, is the GOAT, and he should remain as the GOAT because, I guess you could say that he has helped us a lot in this community. And that's the one thing that I want to say in regards to TD Venom, of course. But for the most part, he's just doing his own thing, just making music and, whatnot. And hopefully he'll be able to continue to be making music though. And if he happens to make some, live streams, yes, some more live streams, that would be, awesome if he can actually, do that. Okay, let me see what the Wrathful Sage is going to be saying, or what I believe he is going to be saying. Kadim's small size head of his could never withstand the power of TD Venom. I actually agree where you're coming from, the Wrathful Sage. But all I can really say as of right now is, thankfully, at least in the past, TD Venom has shown like actual proof of, of Kadim's bullshit and whatnot. And let's be honest, he ain't no king. He's just a flat out scamming princess chump. That's actually a good one because he actually is a chump, and not to mention a egotistical scamming princess. And at this point, I just feel like it's, I just think it's like easy to roast Kadim. So that's just my opinion about, Kadim the King is. I mean, let's face it, he ain't no king. He's just like a scammy princess. But anyways, I want to make sure there's gonna be some, comments, because I do believe it's about that time for me to end this live stream, because I don't think there's not really more for me to say though, and I want to make sure that, people would have that chance to be saying, their final piece though. And then after this, I think most likely I'm just gonna go ahead and just end it in just a bit. So yeah, I'm gonna be ending this live stream in a bit, most likely. So is there gonna be any final comments? Because I'm about to end this live stream though, and hopefully that you people have been like enjoying this so far. Yep. And hopefully they'll be able to make more live streams like this though. So I'm not quite sure when my next one will be, but hopefully they people can be tuning in for my next upcoming live stream though, of course. So I'm not quite sure when I'll be doing that, when I'll be doing it, but hopefully the people will be tuning in for that. So that's the one thing that I want to be saying. Okay, so I do believe in about like 1 minute I'm gonna be ending this live stream because I've already said what I needed to say, of course. So give me 1 second and I'm gonna make sure if I can have everything that I need to be ending this live stream. So, anyways, all I can really say so right now is hopefully that you people happen to be enjoying this live stream, not only to people in the live chat, but also to the members in this community. So all I can really say is right now is hopefully that you people and members in this community have enjoyed this live stream. Anyways, the one last thing I'm gonna be saying though as of right now is this has been a fun live stream, and hopefully that I will be making some more live streams like this in the future. So, anyways, I'm gonna be ending this live stream because I've already said what I need to say. But anyways, thank you for watching this dope live stream that I was currently doing now. So give this live stream a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next upcoming live stream. Bye, everyone.